It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Can in the touch like every corner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun la wa mo la mo do.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. This is Maiyegun live.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
This is going to be an open mic program, okay? Which means we are going to start taking calls as early as possible. But before then, I'm going to get you into the program tonight. So you too can participate. Share the broadcast.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary,
Thank you.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
If you pay attention very well, you will realize that the studio number has changed. You need to begin to type and save that now. Check your screen.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
So, happy new month. if we can start with that, read the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. Tell me, especially if you are going to be calling in from Nigeria, tell us as what it is like now that call loose policies are taking effect. Now, although the effect have started from the day they made the announcement, right? Well, yeah, tell me, how is it?
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé Sùràkì. Òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
In the face of austerity.
Ayé Sùràkì.
In the period of sacrifice. The moment they are asking all of you to turn to Kanayo o Kanayo. I mean Kanayo o Kanayo. KOK. Sacrifice. Salary increment for them. Sacrifice. The generals who are unable to keep Nigeria safe, who are unable to save the lives of those who are now, gone because of the terrorism that enveloped Nigeria in the last 8 years, precisely, right? They are going away with even more packages like this. You can still share the broadcast.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Ayé Sùràkì. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
And I also need to say, congratulations to all of you, the Batidiots, the president of Kolu's country, another country, that is Guinea, is currently in Lagos on private visits, they say. Thank you. Like I said, I am going to I'm going to get all of us into the program, okay? And then right there where you are, you can tell if you really want to call in and be part of this, okay? Make it conversationary, okay? However, let's tap on the happenings. Today, the president of Guinea-Bissau visited Kolu. Let it be on record. You've seen the image, right? Well, this was his arrival. At least you all know the Tifnumbu's connection to Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau. I don't have to say much on that, okay? But here is what Dele Alakori had to say for the visit.
Can we give us a brief so that we tell Nigerians?
Oh, well, as you saw in the pictures and the video, it was just what it was. The president of Guinea-Bissau came to visit the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it was strictly a private visit. It wasn't anything official at all. It was a private visit, and we had to be on hand to receive him. And our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, received him very warmly. And the president of Guinea-Bissau himself exuded some enthusiasm and warmth, which is uncharacteristic, or untypical of what we saw in the past. he was very forthcoming. He was very expressive. He expressed his solidarity with the president of Nigeria and his readiness to cooperate with Nigeria at all times and with our current president. And he commended the laudable and policy initiatives of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the last 1 month. And he said that everybody in the world, in the international community, have been commending his giant strides. So he came to pay his solidarity and to pay courtesy call, as it were, and to bond with him as a brother African head of state in the first instance, and in particular as a brother West African ECOWAS head of state.
What salad? Just all talk, no substance. Now, you are going to be missing Buhari, even though in some people's widest dream, that would be impossible. Nobody could be worse than Buhari, especially these progressives. Abba, see what they did in Lagos, as if to say we don't know the Lagos. Are you with me? But we'll get to that part. Dele Alakori lies, just like he take his breath. You know what I mean? Lai Muhammad was a legend. He is a man known as a perfect liar that doesn't blink. He lies so much that he believed his own lies too. According to the record of the legends, they said Layamo seems to be the only individual still alive that will lie if you put 200 microphones in front of Lai Muhammad. Lai Muhammad will lie to each of them, like one after the other, and he will tell 200 lies and give them extra to fight over. That was how, Lai Muhammad came to National Assembly of Nigeria, and he said that his own young grandson called him and he said, "Grandpa, why are they calling you Layamo?" And he said, he responded to the younger man that, "Don't mind them. It is just politics. People who don't like me are those who call me liars." So for you to really know that he's a legend. But ladies and gentlemen, you are about to meet the legend, the seeker of the legend, the legend of the seeker, the real top one, and that is Dele Alakori. This one lies unprovoked, okay? And his lies are so barefaced, so empty, no substance, and he doesn't give a damn. The world leaders, the world presidents they told Guinea-Bissau president that Kolu's stride, giant stride, this and that, in the last 1 month, they marveled. So Nigerians in Nigeria, happy new month though. So you will tell me how this giant stride is lifting your lives giantly, or forward, lifting your life forward giantly. You will tell me. And that's one thing I told you about them, okay? I don't know if it is too early to say, are you missing Buhari, or you probably still feeling the effects of 8 years of Buhari, or the continuation of that, or all of the above. We'll get to that. We saw how Nigeria started degenerate, at least on record, how Nigeria started degenerating into these almost pariah states, countries so divided against itself, people so divided against themselves. We saw the genesis, so it started in 2014. For those who are not too young back then, everything you are seeing today, this politics of hate, politics of ethnic, religion, and the rest of that, they started in 2014. And those who championed that are this APC, Egbekegbe. So in 2014, because of the Boko Haram terrorism, which we found out that there are those who are actually behind it. So that presented Goodluck Ebere Jonathan as a weak president. By so doing, if you loved Nigeria, according to this Olori Burukuso, who later plunged Nigeria into what Nigeria is today, this Olori Burukus believed that if you are against change in Nigeria, you are enemy of Nigeria. Therefore, it became crystal clear that the only people who saw it, in fact, I don't know how it was so deliberate or so, yeah? The people who saw through these criminals were the Igbos in 2014. And it's kind of ironical as well, okay? Because in the past, this same Eastern region, who has played prominent roles in the national politics as the puppeteer, as puppets from the puppeteers, right? However, this Eastern region politically, they have elected almost everybody outside their region. And in most cases, they have rejected the people from their own region. I'll give you an example. Before 2014, 2015, the Eastern region of Nigeria, populated by the Igbos, okay? They wholeheartedly, they rejected, what's that man's name? Ekweme against Obasanjo. They supported Obasanjo, a Yoruba man. In 2003 or thereabouts, they rejected the war hero, Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, for Obasanjo. In 2007, they rejected Ojukwu for Yaradua, right? In 2010, 2011, right? They also went for Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. Now, in 2014, when this wind of lie, this strange wind of shame that has plunged Nigeria into this state of infamy. Sorry, I know it's something bad, okay? I don't know the full meaning of infamy. Infamy is something we're not good, which is Nigeria right now. Only the Igbos rejected that charade and lie. And like as expected, they became the target. And that was the beginning of open politics of ethnic division, open politics of a religious division. So at the time, it was like a Kool-Aid. It was just like all you needed. They told people all you needed is to vote for APC. They did so overwhelmingly well in their propaganda that even the Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, who had all the record of all of the riggings, the manipulation against him, the incumbent, he was overwhelmed that he had to give that power to them. And then you would think they meant everything they said. So, you see that division of you hated Nigeria, you wanted, you didn't support change. That then transcend or probably became post-election wahala. Buhari came, he called the Igbos, dot in a circle, that he will wipe off the map. Guess those who supported that? I mean, just like then, right? When the Buhari was putting policies that were indeed going to harm Nigeria, but these policies were targeted mainly at Igbo business traders. It didn't start today. People were publicly saying, right, the Igbos deserve to be taught a very, very hard lesson. I mean, the Igbos don't know how to play national politics. The Igbos, they need to build bridges. All of this started coming after 2015. They were making policies that were destroying the economy, thinking they were destroying their businesses. At the end of the day, Nigeria was rolling from recession to recession. More Nigerians were plunging into poverty and poverty. And those who stood by the criminals became the victims of what they wished on themselves. So today, Nigeria is so divided that you will think the destruction of the country, the division of the country, the corruption and the looting of the country, and the victimization of those who are Nigerians are enough motivation to bring all of their victims together. The victims I'm talking about, they cut across from north to south, Christians, Muslims, Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, everybody wallowing in the destruction that these guys have brought. Nothing uniting. It's always aggression. Violence, threats from government, from the supporters of government, from those who are opposition of government. Everybody is like at each other's throats. No thanks to APC, Egbekegbe. It got and pushed Nigeria to the point that a lot of people rose up and demanded for an immediate conversation between all the nationalities that make up Nigeria. If indeed, anybody cares about Nigeria and Nigerians at this stage. Others are demanding. We need to call for a referendum. Let's even know who really still want to be part of this union. All of this happened because of the failure of the last 8 years. Those who died, some said they are lucky. They won't be here still battling with this mess. Because rather than for these criminals to slow down in all of this, they are not. They are in fact milking it. In 2023 election, it became like war. People want to serve the country. They want to serve Nigeria. Nigeria is messed up by them. Now, they are not aliens. They are in that country themselves. They did it. They did all that you are seeing right now. So if they have intention of actually like fixing it, systemic reform, genuinely, okay, it will start with the process of choosing those who go into public offices. I have told you many times, okay, you cannot tell the House to write the rules against itself. When they tell you to go through the normal channel, if you challenge all of this, they say go through the normal channel. If they say that, it is simply because the normal channel they are telling you is the channel they created, they control, they can manipulate, compromise. And that's exactly what happened in 2023 Charade election. It was tense, mostly religious, tribal, nothing about the real problems facing the people, the economy that is in doldrum, the joblessness of the most active population, the youth in that country. Like, how do we kind of get around this? No. They in fact, they built on that division. That was when the APC, Egbekegbe, the jihadists were those who did the first 8 years, okay? And then this time around, it's those who call themselves the progressives. I call them progressives anyway, all right? Tifnumbu and gang. So instead of building anything, or at least doing some process of choosing that leadership, right? Make it clean enough. No, it was so toxic that it became kind of a, confrontational violence. People got killed because they are Igbos or because they are standing against Yoruba Ronus, the xenophobic Yoruba APC. Unfortunately, I'm a Yoruba man, but unfortunately, you see this minute number of misguided, selfish cons, right? We know who they are, and obviously, a lot of Yorubas who actually rejected them too. But what am I saying here? They went too far from what it was in 2014, 2015 to what you now have today. It is actually like a journey of no return for so many. People's lives have been taken. People's livelihood have been destroyed. People's existence have been threatened simply because of where they come from and the political views they have. It became so much that even in Lagos State, they decided to even make laws in order to make sure that non-Yorubas can no longer do any business without the kind of, PT certificate to allow you to do that. Okay? So, take a listen. Nigeria, as according to this wearies, Nigeria is one country, one giant big country. Anybody who is trying to divide that will fail in Jesus' name. But that's part one. On the other part, the same set of people are telling other Nigerians, go back to where you come from. We must make laws and stop them from coming to our place. Let them stay in their region. Go and stay in your area. In that same context, so the same country, the same people. Do you understand what that means? Mental problem. And not all those who suffer from the mental problem, this chronic one, right? The Nigeria's mental illness, right? Quite agree, or we agree that they are suffering from it. One Nigeria, what does that mean? It means everybody is one, yeah? Then go back to where you come from, because you are challenging Tifnumbu, the progressives, in their region, in this Nigeria. You dare say you want to be president when somebody who is a Yoruba man want to be president. That's an abomination. In this Nigeria, go back to where you come from. And if you're not going to go, we'll make you go. Of course, we'll make you go. So you see these minute selfish criminals who have never really added any value, not to the life of any Yoruba, for real, no, apart from themselves. The selected selves, the millions of Yorubas are sharing in today's hardship of Nigeria, loss of income, loss of, livelihood, loss of everything that could probably make them indeed lead a normal life in Yoruba land today. And courtesy of these criminals. Now, of course, they are rent seekers, indeed, but they've taken it too far that the hypocrisy stinks when you now see Igbo governors who are not courageous enough to even condemn all of this. Rather, they went on what you can call body meeting. They were in Lagos, these guys, because of 2023 elections that the Igbos are now being kind of punished for. Listen.
We just finished a meeting between myself and His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodimma, and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Kalu, other market leaders of our various markets, Igbo markets in Lagos, and community leaders, and also some state government officials. The meeting had gone up very successfully. We will discuss issues around common interest, especially issues bordering on recent demolition around the Alaba market, where there have been a lot of wrong information. There's been all sort of wrong communication that has gone out. Our conversation here this afternoon has cleared the air. We've seen that indeed there is need for us to continue to further collaborate. Where wrongs have been expressed, we've corrected all of the issues and the views, and we've jointly set up a small working committee that will go around and verify and see things for ourselves, and be able to put all of the negative, information and media reviews, put them out correctly. I'm happy with the interactions and engagement with the leaders here this afternoon. We've shared views, we've shared ideas, and we'll continue to say that our government is a government that would reflect equity, fairness at all times. Lagos will continue to remain a peaceful abode for all Nigerians, for all citizens of this country that are doing good businesses. We'll continue to make sure that the atmosphere and the environment is conducive for everyone. And what we have seen here this afternoon is a complete reflection of what purposeful cooperative governance should be. And I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you that have come out, and also to thank my brother governor and the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker and all the Igbo leaders that are here. We're happy with ourselves. We see a lot of, common unity that this country requires, being played here amongst all of us, right? And
I have listened to the video before, and every now and then it just gets me angry, okay? Because the question I'm asking is, what exactly did the Igbos do wrong that their governors have to come and beg a Yoruba governor to stop demolishing their markets in the first place? Like, could you please tell me? Huh? People who trade in your state, do business there, pay their taxes there, do everything there. If they go foul of your law, you have the chance to kind of arrest and punish them based on your law. They comply and all that. An election happened. Then all of this started happening. Like, why are the Igbo governors meeting a Yoruba governor on behalf of Igbo traders in a state after an election? One Nigeria, I mean, like, isn't that annoying? Wrong information going out, this and that. You are destroying people's livelihood in reaction to you losing an election. Tinubu lost election in Lagos. The Igbos are being punished for it. I mean, how does that even make any sense? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But let's go to other things, because like I said, it will be your turn to make all these contributions, okay? Call in out of your chats or listen, okay? Talking about whatever Tinubu met and all the lies they are telling you. It's been a month. And a lot of them are going to begin to take full shape now, okay? According to their information, they said that your petrol is going to go up to 600 and 700. They turn around and then they denied it. Then they started a propaganda of, some private depot are selling the fuel at 503 naira and all that. All of this confusion are what will eventually put you on the right track and get you ready for the real shege. Okay. I haven't seen anything they offered, all right? Not on their side, not, on any side at all, except yours, when they are telling you that you just have to learn how to adjust with it and the rest. I mean, I know what this means, okay? I remember back in the days when I would give my family, Kofu and others, their monthly stipend. At the time, it's called monthly allowance. I remember when it used to be about 30,000 naira every month. You know what I mean? That was when, a bag of rice was, I can't remember anyway. It was that easy. Then it got to 50 grand, to 100 grand. You know what I mean? And I won't tell you what it is right now, but I can tell you that I do remember when it used to be not that much to manage them a month. So same thing happens to a lot of you who are also kind of not in Nigeria, taking responsibility, personal responsibilities that you can attest to as well. But now, to those who are actually in Nigeria, whose earnings are not by chance tripling, your earnings or your incomes are not tripling, are they? Like, not tripled. So, or here is where it has to be. Because, when they say Tinubu built Lagos and he built Lagos, this is one of the lies that you have allowed political Oshins, okay? Political vuvuzelas, jobbers, chancers, opportunists to say to your face, even when you live in that same Lagos, okay? They say all this to your face, and a lot of you just chuckle because it feels good to say you are living in Lagos. Hmm? But in reality, these guys are pure rent seekers. What they do is they cut tickets. You don't know where that money ends. You don't know what happened to that money. Okay? And then if you go around that same Lagos, you start wondering, where does your tax really go? Into providing water? Lagos has no public drinking or drinkable water. To provide motorable and safe roads? Lagos, over 75% of Lagos roads, right, are completely dilapidated. No joke. I'm not joking. If you are living in Lagos, you know this very well. If, okay, maybe your taxes goes into clean environments, right? Waste collection. Lagos is one of the most dirtiest city in the world. The most dirtiest. I don't know if that's quite the right word, okay? But the dirtiest, one of the most dirtiest. All right? So maybe it goes into providing micro loans for traders, businessmen, and all that. No, you are on your own. Lagos is the richest state in Nigeria by tax. Not because Lagos is producing anything as a government or what have you. Lagos is the richest because Lagos lives on tax. Now, living on tax means people make the money, they just take from them. I live in the UK, okay? From my own income, they take what is called income tax. When I was working for Sky, right, they take the same airline tax, which I believe goes into all these infrastructures that I kind of enjoy, still pay for. Do you get that? So in Nigeria, they will take your tax, okay? Water, they won't provide. Electricity, they won't provide. Good medical facilities, they won't provide. Good schools for your children, they won't provide. Nothing is really provided. If they ever provide anything, they are substandard. And they will spend money that will actually produce or kind of give that same infrastructure times 3 of it. They will use that to provide a substandard one. I pay tax in the UK. I don't pay for medical bills in the UK. I don't pay for medical supplies in the UK. My family doesn't pay for any. My children doesn't pay for school fees. They don't pay for medical bills. Nothing. And the kind of education they have access to is the standard that you can see anywhere in the world without costing me a dime because I pay my tax. Right? So if I have any issue, any health emergency right now, I don't have to worry about my savings or anything because all I have to do is to call the ambulance or anything that's going to care for me without me having to say, where would I see the money? That's what my tax does for me. Not in Nigeria. Okay? Now, these guys have these different kind of taxes or taxation. And most of this money ends up in private pockets. They still ended up being the most indebted state in Nigeria right now. Yes. And they are very good at it. Okay? They have this project after project. In Lagos State, where no other political association has actually ruled in the last 24 years, from one to another, you will see 14 years, 18 years, 20 years uncompleted projects in that same Lagos State. So now, the person they told you built Lagos, from the money that comes from other regions as well, the man is about to build Nigeria, and taxation is forte. This is a guy who is used to just taking and collecting and taking his own share. So if you really want to control the monetary circulation and all that, then you need to begin to put policies together that actually scrape everything they can scrape from you. Now, all of these are, like they say, sacrifice, because Nigeria is in a bad place. I use this guy from Zambia when he was talking to his fellow politicians after the controversial election that he defeated the establishment. You remember his face, right? Akinde, I think Akinde or Akinde.
Meters stand, 5,000 liter solar system, every market, anywhere in the country. Because the solar works everywhere. Where there's power, you put power. And you tell me that you are the city fathers and mothers, but there's no toilet at the market. If all you need is to put that ball plus a soakaway septic tank, what does that cost? All of that under 50,000 kwacha. Why are you using money to buy a VX for the mayor? That VX for the mayor can put toilets in all the markets in your constituency. Think along those lines. The mayor can still drive a nice car, but it doesn't have to be a VX. If you want to drive a VX, buy your own. Buy your own. Why do you want to pretend? You know that you cannot afford a VX. Why do you want to pretend? Because you are using taxpayers' money. Now you should pretend. But a decent Hilux double cab aircon, it's a fantastic vehicle. Why you want a VX? Why you want a car costing $200,000? When that $200,000 you can put toilets in all the markets in that constituency. Town clerk wants a VX, mayor wants a VX, deputy mayor wants a VX. Whose money are you using? In that state house, I have not bought any new car. I refused. After the 16th of August last year, the system came to me and said, Mr. President, can you sign here? Before the 24th, I'm not sworn in. I said, I'm not yet sworn in here. Sign here. $1.8 million. That near Chandalama at we.
That was him about 2 years ago. Okay. Zambia is a small country. You cannot compare them with Nigeria, but at least with good leadership, right, they have a shot or a chance at a better future, you will say. Not in Nigeria where plunderers, criminals, and who actually enjoys the entitlement of being called, leaders, failed people, all right, are always rewarded in Nigeria. So yeah, the service chiefs and all of them, they are receiving what they call the retirement windfall. They are going to get 4 SUVs, bulletproof SUVs each, 20 domestic aids, 36 soldiers guiding them, right? They are also going to have a lifetime, what they call the foreign and then local medical treatments, okay, for them and their families for life. They'll get cars, they'll get orderlies, they'll get drivers, they'll get, it's like a windfall in a country that is So what I'm going to do is that let's get started. Like I said, the number has changed. If you check your screen, we no longer have that 79 60 63 10 10. Okay, the new one, I'll call them out. If you want to call in, make sure it is a WhatsApp call. Okay, the line is open now, and it is +4477 069 22321. Okay, I've seen some people trying to call in earlier. I'm going to put it on. Yeah. So it is an open mic tonight. It may not have a lot of us on, okay, but it is going to. Now, in fact, I'm actually trying to do 2 things at the same time. Okay, you see this new studio number. It will be the first time we are trying it, right? Which is good. And then the other thing is that I'm gonna. Let's see if hang on. Can you hear me?
Okay. But it is going to.
Hello there.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun Baba.
Hey, Babo. How are you, sir?
I'm greeting you from from Sweden.
Amazing. So I have a caller. My first caller tonight is from Sweden. So, Baba, how are you?
Baba, I do with you very well, Baba. You are the most talented of the generation.
Sorry.
At the moment. You know, God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, just you would not say much other than it is always good we have someone like you to always keep. There's something known as Oroishiti in Yoruba language. I'm a Yoruba person as well, but we just understand the fact that the way the country is, we still need people like you to keep up with this way of giving Oroishiti, because no matter how things are, we must always have Judas in all the family. So in Nigeria, those are the Judas and the devils we have. So and we must continue to talk regarding all.
There was this time, sir. Yeah, I think it was earlier today, and then
Yes,
we were having me and Agbeke, we were having a chat,
Oh,
and she was like, "But why can't these people just do the right thing? Like, why? I mean, they too will enjoy it, won't they? Like, why can't they just like look at all of this? Like, why are they so intentional, destroying people and not caring? Like, I was like, well, you have no idea. It goes both ways. There are people backing them, enabling them to,
Exactly. That is the reason that they always say that when you get into politics, and it's not like when you get into politics, at least we live in other people's countries, we see how politics work here. So in Nigeria, politics is deeper than we even can see with ordinary eyes. They don't care what happens. They just want to hold everybody by the jugular by all means, and they're not ready to leave the power, And the painful aspect is the people being oppressed, they are seeing this. At the same time, I don't know, they still keep up with the venom of supporting these people. We are tired, but with you and the way you coordinate this program, I mean, we get hope every time, and God will continue to bless you, my brother. You will not stumble. Your family will go far. Your children will be beneficial to you and the society.
Amen.
God will bless you.
Thank you, sir.
God will
I
bless
appreciate this. Yeah, that's our first caller tonight, and then I have another person on the line. It seems to be working. Seems to be working fine. So if you are listening at home, tell me, how does this sound on your own device? Hello there.
Yeah. Hello, Maiyegun General.
Baba.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, I believe.
Okay. This is Charade speaking. This is my first time of calling you. So I've been watching you since you started. I remember, I think it used to be dark background outside. That was a guy that always, you and he always talk together.
Right.
So I've been watching you for a long time, right from right from the month you started.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. And you are still here.
Yes. All right. I just want to contribute to it that it's very sad. I was listening to you yesterday. You were talking about those three guys, the 4 contestants, and how people were just kicking against.
Baba, I keep wondering. That's why I had to say. I couldn't even express this the way I wanted to, yesterday, right? Because my own thing was that if we look at it critically, it's pretty much like Peter Obi is a villain to these guys because it's not corrupt enough. That's what I see. Okay, not that he's a saint, but it's like he's not corrupt. It should have been like them so that they can put everybody in the same place. And I think that's his only offense. But again,
yes. Correct. It's very sad that people can just think and reason that this is the right person to do the job. We don't want to continue as a status quo, but they don't want to change. I can just understand that. But there's one thing that we can't just we can't just say all of them are the same thing, because not everybody voted for. Actually, more people voted for Obi if Mahmoud will do the right thing. If he can do the right thing. We know that. I hope people let's continue fighting, and one day, something will happen. Something good will happen.
And keep pushing. Something will move eventually. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye.
Well, thank you very much for that. I have another caller.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Baba.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you?
Yes, I can. Very, very loud. In fact, this one looks better than the other one.
Are you serious? I used a different connection. I got a different line, and it cost me just £1, by the way.
You see, when they say something is crisp and clear.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That is exactly how I am. You sound like you're in the next room to me in my house.
Bless you. I like that. Then we are getting better. The other day, people have noticed that our video doesn't, flick anymore. It doesn't blink anymore. Have you noticed that? Right?
Yeah, well, I have, but I've just been, because during the weekday,
right?
I'm usually very unable to connect. By the time I get home, I live in North America. I live in Canada. I live in Calgary. By the time I get home, you guys are done. So my best time to watch you is Saturdays and Sundays. That's why you take note.
That's when you always have the chance of joining us live, right? But we've
exactly.
been like, one thing happened, right? In the last 1 week, it was maniac. It's either this stream is freezing, or it's either, it was mental. But somehow I came back better. And
that's fine. That actually even shows you're growing, because there are teething points in when you start anything. It's not nothing will be perfect. So you've started, you've established the teething points, you've taken note of those teething points, and you've identified to say to yourself, what are those things I need to do to improve my network and my offering? And basically that's what you've done now. So
I think I might have kind of broken the code that we would never experience that anymore, and then the stability should.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that you won't face challenges again, but at least you go beautiful. That's the mindset. That is the mindset. That is the mindset that if it happens, then you know what to do. Unfortunately, our dear Nigeria does not take examples like this. We don't sit down to ask ourselves, what is wrong with our union? Nigeria is a union. You see, Americans will say, working towards a more perfect union. It's a slogan in America. Working towards a more perfect union. Yes. So every day they look at it. Yes, depending on the divide, their country is a polarized nation in terms of the Republicans and Democrats. But no matter the side you belong to,
America,
there's always that.
So there's something that says we know our place in the union. And once our place is not threatened in the union, to the point of saying we don't want to be part of it anymore, anybody who is threatening our own place in the union is actually threatening that union. And Nigerians don't have that same mentality, unfortunately. Like, this Nigeria is a union.
That's the point.
Please.
That is the point. That is the point. So, coming to the those APC political operatives from the Southeast, I'm going to call them APC political operatives, Uzodinma and Carlo. Carlo incidentally is the one who's supposed to be representing me at the federal level. He's my member of the House of Reps. In all fairness to him, he's not very controversial. But let me just say that Uzodinma and all those people, what you saw them going to do was pay allegiance to Kalu, to Tinubu. They went to pay, what they're trying to show is, Oga, we are loyal. So all those things you see them saying, that is what they went to do. That is what they went to do. It is not there. I don't think they're really there for the people. They are there to further their own political relationship, to make sure that, they get into the good books of the man who is in office right now. So that, exactly, that is what they're trying to do. So, let's watch and see how far they go. You've already said all you need to say. What exactly is the scene of a people? this is a democracy, right?
Yeah.
People are entitled to vote for who they choose to vote for.
Do you get?
In 2016, the Democrats got more votes from the blacks and other people.
Yes.
But even though Trump was a crazy president, everybody, all the economic policies and programs he put forward benefited everybody.
It affected everyone.
Do you understand what? Yeah. When there was prosperity, there was prosperity for both the blacks, both the Latinos, both everybody. And that's why you see him, he started using it as a campaign for 2020. He started saying, black people, your businesses did well under me. So, okay, you didn't vote for me the last time. Now, do you want to consider it? And that is the way anybody who is a politician that is running for office should be looking at it. If there is a demography, if it's a female demography or an ethnic demography or tribal demography or religious demography that didn't support you, why don't you do things, get the statistics to show that, oh, guys, even though you didn't vote for me, can you check that between when you didn't vote for me and now, can you see how your lives have improved?
Can you see what I have done enough to
exactly
actually warrant your vote enough? Not by intimidating, harassing, and telling them to go back to, you will teach them a lesson. In that same one Nigeria, how did it go with Buhari? Buhari tried it for 8 years. How did that end?
But you see, his business, his government was matched in all manner of rubbish. See? Where is he today? The same Buhari that said he didn't have a house anywhere except in Daura. Whose house is he sleeping in London?
He's in London with us now. He's in London. He's relocated. He said he ran away because of the pressure of the people.
Okay, so whose house? The question is, whose house is he sleeping in London?
Because he's no homeless.
Because he cannot be sleeping in. Okay, so he's there to enjoy electricity, enjoy good roads. I saw somebody manage to get a photo of him walking on the streets of London. I saw the photo. He was walking freely.
Just like
but this guy cannot walk
on the street of Calgary.
Thank you. The other time I saw the former Prime Minister of Canada, David, what's his name? The guy who was dead Prime Minister before Trudeau. I saw him. He was driving with his wife. I saw him on his there's not one security. There's nothing like security for former premier. No. He was on his own. So anyway, I hope these guys are seeing it. And then back to this economic situation of gas and inflation. It's funny. I asked somebody a question today. I said, which industry did Tinubu create or introduce when he was governor of Lagos for 8 years? Which industry? There was none. What Tinubu simply did was initiate a tax grabbing process.
That's right.
Put together Alpha Beta and was collecting money. Now, unfortunately, he didn't collect the money and use it for the benefit of the people.
No.
He used it for himself and his cronies and his political family. That's what they're doing.
Yes.
But you see, anybody can do, even you, my dear brother, in your family now, if things are hard, you can simply cut cost here, cut cost there, or look for what you're going to go and sell and make money. Anybody can do that. But how you know a good leader is the opportunities you create that create more new wealth for the nation, and at the same time create opportunities for the less privileged in terms of social safety net.
Examples are bound, Baba. See, I said it. I'm not an economist, okay? But I know that if a country puts a package together and say, this manufacturing industry, we are going to give you 500 billion. Now, you're going to take this money. This money will help you in expanding and everything. We want you to get people employed, all right? So, this industry, we're going to give you this. Micro and macro industry, like those who make small business and all that, okay, interest-free. Go and access this. Now, somebody who is making cake, right, who have access to funding, will be able to probably get a better place, hire other people, and then produce more, make more money, pay tax. All of the people working for them, pay more taxes. At the end of the day, the government will actually be like reaping endlessly. But when you carry your money and you give it to politicians and say they want to distribute to the poor people, I mean, I don't get this.
My dear brother, so he's not doing anything that is special. He hasn't designed any new industry. He's not attracting anything new. All he just simply did in the space of 1 month, you increase taxes for people and you want to stifle the lives of people. And some nutheads are somewhere clapping and telling us that the guy is on fire. Which fire is he on?
Which fire? What is the creativity? What is the lies? Unfortunately.
Well, and then it brings me to my last point. You see, Nigerians it seems to me that everybody is waiting for their time. You see that national cake. The whole thing is let him turn by turn Nigeria PLC. People are just waiting for when they will grab their own, get a slice of their own. And that is the mindset of all those men you see. That is why somebody will go to office. We're talking about, you're asking Nigerians to tighten their belt. And you're riding in a convoy of how many vehicles? Somebody is appointing 32 plus special advisors as Speaker of the House of Representatives. A governor is employing, just bloating the system of government, running a huge government system, rather than shrinking things and taking the extra funds to begin to look for how you can use to take care of Nigerians. Mr. Tinubu has not done anything special.
It's even worse, sir. When they have no money, because they don't produce anything, they just take. When they have nowhere to take from, right? They start printing money, which is even worse.
That's all. That's all. Don't worry. In the coming days, you're going to see some of the more crazy. What he has just done now, they just started.
No, this is day one now.
They just started.
See all this announcement, all this while, that people are complaining. This one has tripled, that one has. They are just like the effects. For now, this is day one. They are coming to actual active. Like everybody will begin to have to learn how to live in this world now.
Oh yeah.
Take another one.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Bless you. Yes. Have a good one. So I have another caller, and like you said, I wanted to confirm that everything is crisp, like my caller said earlier, which means that everything is kind of perfect and working well, like working perfect. The sound, the callers, my own voice, and then the video, all together. Right, they are one production. So you will tell me about this sound. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun Baba.
Yes, sir. Alpha.
I'm really happy to connect with you in second time again now.
Thank you for calling.
This is my second time. Since the time we start from kitchen, we'll be at the back. We joined the Yoruba Union. It's like something happened, you remove it.
No, I
block everybody.
It's a long story. We got compromised.
Yes, I know. I saw the case.
I couldn't deal with a situation whereby people gave their details, and their details is in wrong hands. I need to quickly end that before things get, you know what I mean, like scandalous. But we are back anyway. But I get your drift, sir. Please.
Okay. Today, I just want to talk about you already predicted right from the beginning, before the election and everything, that everybody will see Shege. So I believe they are seeing it right now. In Abuja, the cost of the living and everything. There's one guy that called me, but he cannot go home. He normally be at office Monday to Friday. Saturday, he will have to go back home. So I believe everything
what
is
the cost
so
of
tough.
tickets
in Lagos
is saying right now.
Everything. So and the guy said they are paying 35,000 per month. So if he's using 1,000 from home, 1,000 travel from home and down. Before end of the month, that means it will spend like 30,000 home.
Of course.
So I believe that's the only thing.
So they know they tell person be that too. Abi? Everybody knows where the shoe pinches right now, you will say. Right. I think the line is not that great. I hope it will call back. Chief. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Baba, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Maiyegun. This is first time caller. The name is Jay, calling from Miami, Florida.
That's Jay from Florida. It's so clear.
Yes, Jay, not C. Jay as in J-A-Y.
Jay, yeah, is it?
That's right.
Beautiful, Baba. How you doing?
I'm great, Maiyegun. Man, I just want to congratulate you, man, for your job well done, man.
Thank you.
You are doing a wonderful job. The awareness you're creating is like, out of this world. I love it. And I thank God for you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I thank God for you, man.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. We keep praying for you. Eventually, all Nigerians are going to learn. They're going to become aware and they're going to carry out the needful. Eventually, justice must be done in that country.
Because consciousness right now is at its very much high. We shouldn't deny that. Ignorance today is by choice. People who say, I don't know that, is by choice. Whatever you want to know today is very much in the open. So yeah, I believe you. It's a matter of time.
Please keep up the good work, brother. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Stay safe.
Thank you. God bless you and your family.
One. I'll take this here. Hello there.
Maiyegun, one name. Good evening. That's how they catch you. You change number, go catch you. Change another number, go catch you.
You see, because you know what? I want to be caught. I actually want to be caught. I'll say, yeah. So
you don't go see high school boss with the regular members. Always correct. We set our time. They follow you. In short, we they monitor you for back like sniffing dog.
They feel I no go lie. How you doing, Papa?
One night day. This is retired naval captain Ogunofo, the realistic man. I told you from the beginning.
Captain Ogunofo. I will remember that. Please fire.
Nothing they happen, Maiyegun. Now me they still tell you the same thing. Nothing they happen. How many months now?
Now 1 month so far, anyway. I mean, officially.
Let me take this opportunity to address Nigerians in public.
Oh yeah.
Be you Yoruba, be you Igbo, be you Hausa, be you any tribe in Nigeria, especially the youth. I know most of you might be upset with me when I come out to say nothing they happen. I have studied Nigerians. They are the real carbon copy of what Fela used to sing, if you can remember. Suffering and smiling kind of people.
But go on.
Suffering and smiling kind of people. Until you people rise up, the youth in Nigeria, and say enough is enough. This charade, this nonsense will keep growing, grow up and up and up. It will continue growing until you rise up.
No show signs say they won't slow down. You know something, right? You know they say that
because Nigeria.
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm sorry to say this.
Go on.
I'm sorry to say this because Nigerians has chosen to be so dumb and stupid. I'm using the right. Don't be angry with me, Maiyegun. I'm being realistic. That is.
But people just don't like us to generalize because we know that some people stood up and they are still standing up against them.
I am so pissed off, not with the politicians anymore, because there's a certain stage where things get to. You don't get angry with the crime committers anymore. You start getting angry with people that are supposed to enforce the law, which is the youth in the country. I am no more angry with the politicians looting and cutting away our wealth, suffering people and killing people injustly. I am not angry with the common man in Nigeria that cannot stand up and fight for his right, all in the name of being scared of dying. Let me tell you, if you don't die, nothing good will come. Every country that you see today that is successful, that is progressive, they all lost people. People died. America lost people. They fought a war, a bitter war. Europe, the same thing. So even in South Africa, went through apartheid. Any country that's successful must lose people. But the one that's making me angry is that Nigerians are losing people, but they don't want to use the anger. They don't want to use that anger of losing people to get what they want, what they deserve, or what they are supposed to get. Even in the open, clear election that they know that this man did not win, they are not still doing anything. They are just relaxing. Don't worry. I think I just say nothing will happen. When I talk about that woman come and say, I don't agree with this color. Let me tell you, when they talk of 600, who go get one, it go reach 1,000. No wait now. 1,000 by the time December enter, I go the clock 1.5 a liter. Mark my word, today I go still remind you, say Maiyegun, I need to tell you say nothing they happen. Now Nigeria, I tell them well.
Hey, retired Captain Ogunofo, you don't drop another one. People will react to it.
Nothing will happen until they rise up from their slumber. They are still sleeping, deep asleep, deep. They are dreaming. They should wake up.
What do you think? If they don't wake up, if you have to offer anything at all, and say like what?
Thank you. Nigerians should take their rights in their own hand. They should take their destinies in their hand.
Like
it's not something you come out and start fighting or
something like Occupy Nigeria and all that, you know.
You don't come out and start fighting or just everybody. It's a simple thing. Let all the whole Nigeria sit at home. Everybody sit at home. If you sit at home for 1 month, the economy will die, the government will crumble, everything will fail. Then they will negotiate and do the right thing. If after 1 month they don't want to negotiate, continue sitting at home. How much are they paying you? How much are you being killed for? They give you peanuts.
Nigerians, you know, things are so bad that if people don't go out, you know, Nigerians are like, they kill what they eat every day. You know that a country where people make less than, you know, $2 a day, if they miss a day or 2 or 3, you know what that is for them. I'm just saying.
I prefer to go hungry for days and achieve my target than to go and work like a slave.
Work like slave and get paid like
and achieve nothing. Beating like a mule.
That one is deeper.
You understand? So my brother,
thank you very much.
Nothing they happen. I'm going to remind them every time. I'm not, see, you people should not see me as a wicked person, no, but I'm trying to awake your consciousness. I want to awake your inner spirit, your inner mind.
To question what is yourself, this? Question your purpose. And I get that. I'll take another one. Thank you so much, Captain.
Good night, my brother.
And you too. I have another call on the line here. Hello there.
Hi, Maiyegun.
Hey, hello, sir.
Yeah, this TJ calling from Chicago. Yeah.
TJ from Chicago, Baba. How is Chicago today? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's doing good. We are all doing good. Apart from the smoke coming from the Canada, you know, the white, you know.
Same white smoke and all that, yeah?
Honestly, I'm over the moon to talk to you today. I'm one of your, plan. You know, I've been following even my family. I've been following you for the past 3 years now. First and foremost, I would like to thank your family, especially your wife, for giving you this, opportunity to do this. It's not easy.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, because I'm a kind of person like you, but especially my wife won't allow me to do this. But I want to thank you for opening people's, for opening their eyes. You have opened a lot of people's eyes, and I must give you credit for that. I'm an ethical hacker, but I'm always invisible, but you are doing a great work. Honestly. And I see you, this is not your limit. I see you going higher. For me, I don't think, I'll try to cut it short. I was born in Djibouti, but I know much about when it comes to this government of the thing. I know much about them because I've related to them while I was in, in Djibouti and in Lagos State. But I believe, in US, they said the government, we the people. That's their slogan. We the people. They say it's the government of the people, by the people and for the people. If they can, think and see, I don't know whether they understand what they call democracy. If they understand what democracy is, they will not be treating the masses the way they are treating people, because all they care for is investment of money, everything. They don't care about the masses. They only care about, I'm telling you the gospel truth. If you say from today to eternity, I'm telling you, they will see the way they are doing. I see most of them, even when I go to or here airport, I see most of them, they walk freely around the city, and they go back there, you see convoy following them all around, it's barbaric. I'm telling you, but
TJ, see, some things that people don't kind of understand in this whole thing is this. Like, we from Nigeria, we are expected to be patriotic and love the country. Okay, whatever we do, we consider it as building the country. Okay, but right while you are making all those contributions, as much as some of them are forced, all right, you are watching these guys. They are displaying attitude that shows that they don't actually love Nigeria. sorry, TJ, so that they don't really love Nigeria, okay? Because they are given everything. The people are, a lot of things are taken away from the people. But when you look at all their attitude, it's like when they want to go back to Nigeria, for example, like you just you just made example of, right? When they're outside Nigeria, they're like just normal people. We see them everywhere and that, right? When they go back to Nigeria, they are kind of so scared to be around the people they are supposed to be caring for, that they provide so much security that you begin to wonder that are you actually serving them or the people are serving you? Why are you scared of the people or what is going on? And that's actually the reflection of what the country is. They know the country they are leaving behind. They know the country they are ruining. Okay? And they are as worried as many of us. That is why they feel safe outside Nigeria, but they feel unsafe in Nigeria. So if the leaders of Nigeria are unsafe in Nigeria, you as normal Nigerian in Nigeria, what is your confidence? Where is that coming from? That's my own question I ask people. Like, these guys are showing that they don't believe in the healthcare of Nigeria. Their children don't believe in the education of Nigeria, okay? They themselves don't even believe in the safety of Nigeria, that they wall themselves up, okay? And I'm like asking those who are like, we are patriotic Nigeria, we must love our. I was like, where is that coming from? Like, where are you learning that from? From your leaders or from your fantasy world? It doesn't work that way, over. You know that?
Should I tell you something? I mean, I need to, so that other people can.
No, I'm telling you, I said we'll make a conversation, so that all the people listening to us can, what I mean. But yeah, I'm with you. Don't worry about the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just got my degree in corporate finance. As I said,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm an ethical worker. I did my naturalization about 2 weeks ago. I'm now US citizen. I look at it. I look at the way, you don't have to, whether people voted for you to the office, whether they don't vote for you, it doesn't matter. You have to look at when the COVID, burst out, in 2020 in US. All the citizens, everyone living in America, they got stimulus. We got it let me say twice. We got it during the Trump era. And even the Biden, they give everybody, everyone, stimulus to, just to cushion the effect. Now, you don't say whether some people voted for some region, voted for you, it doesn't matter. You're a public servant, you're there to serve. These are your people. You have to carry them along. Just like you said, I was following you. I was like, okay, now, you don't have to give money to the politician. Let me tell you, some people are in America here. They gave money, they invested their money in all these politicians. And what do you think they are expecting in return? They're expecting them to give them contract, to give them. I'm telling you. See, these people, I'm done with the country. I'm telling you, because I have to sold everything I had there. I sold everything. I said I don't have anything. If I don't want to go there, maybe I'm just going there to visit my relatives, and I'll come back here, because it's just like they have not gotten it right. They have not gotten it right. Except people stand up and say, okay, enough is enough, because you have to take the bull. They have to take the bull by the horn. We are in the diaspora. We are not saying maybe people should go out and say, no. Nobody, we want to like protect people's life. We want people
if the people's power is the real power, yeah, these guys don't make them as the center of their policies. They mold their policies around themselves, okay? And therefore, the fallout of all of that is that people who are supposed to have access to opportunities provided by their government are never going to have that access. And the more they shrink the space of opportunity for people, the more people falls into poverty. So a lot of people who don't want to fall into that, they left Nigeria, okay? But there's something I would say, right? You are an American citizen, right? I'm supposed to be a Nigerian. You are Nigerian, right? Now, let's say if you hold that Nigerian passport and say, I'm a Nigerian, and you hold out your American passport and you say, you are an American citizen, right? Now, you know what comes with being that American citizen. It's not that they are going to give you money for being an American citizen. You know that. Nobody's going to say, oh, you're American citizen, oh, American, take money. No. But you know what that value means. That if you say, I'm an American, and this may not mean so much to those who are born, who are like Americans, like, white and all that. If you left Africa for America, and you can compare the two worlds. So when we begin to ask people to define what is Nigerian, and they are unable to, so I can use that as an example and say, well, as a Nigerian, if I say describe an American, You can tell a lot of things that an American, as an American, you have access to. As a Nigerian, what are those? And those things that you have access to in America as an American were put in place by the leadership of that America. Not perfect, not great, not this or that, but they have a working system that they stuck with, right? For generations. So today, somebody like me and you can pick up American passport and be citizens, right? And automatically we switch into that being an American and everything that comes with it. Or being Nigerian, not any Nigerian can actually tell you what exactly did this guy put in place that weighed that value to say, you know what I mean? No one.
Yeah, Maiyegun, you have said it all. I will allow other people, people to follow. Maybe we see after anything to like do, but I don't see you, stay permanently on YouTube. But I see I'm still optimistic that you see going to have your own, cable channel where people will watch you live. And, I don't see you, in this, I'm not limiting you to.
I intend to explore all the opportunities before me. And I'm so grateful that people like you actually envisioned that for me too. That's great. That means I'll keep trying until I actually make all of you proud.
No, you shouldn't get it. Don't worry. We still need to talk apart from this. It's going to be a private talk between. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. Keep it up.
Stay safe, bye-bye. One love.
Yeah.
I have another caller on the line as well. Here. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. This is Ifeanyi calling from San Diego, California.
Oh, Ifeanyi from San Diego. I'm working with the Californians.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Americans are calling you today.
I know. I mean, it's like it's my turn to be loved from Cali. How you doing today, Baba?
Okay, Maiyegun, I will start with singing a song from my greatest artist on earth, Bob Marley.
All right.
From my favorite album from his called Uprising, and the song is "We don't know how we are them. I go work this out. Oh, we don't know how we are them. I go work this out. We no have no friend in the high society. Here, every day, oh children, mark my word, cause the Bible say, yeah. Oh, we don't know how we are them. I go work this out.
I am paying attention to the words, so to say. Yeah, continue. Because those are going to be the talking points, aren't they? Go on, Baba. I'm lost. It's obvious. I'm so lost. So I just have to pay attention to the wordings, right?
So we don't know how we and them are going to work this out. We don't know. So if you look at it, from the prior to independence, it was the Nigerians from diaspora, like the Nnamdi Azikiwes, the ones that went to school in London, America, and all those places. They are the ones that came to liberate Nigeria and created independence that we have. So now, currently, Nigerians are scattered all over the world. So I think that this journey is led for us in diaspora. If you look at the amount that we bring into the economy, it's bigger than the money they make through selling oil.
Said, Ife, is that
okay,
we pump in, right, directly and indirectly, over $30 billion annually into the economy.
Yes.
And they said, if for any reason there is this international or diaspora clamp down on these remittances, right? Today that they are changing $1 for 750 naira, $1 will go to as far as 5,000 naira to $1. And I believe that. Because you see, these guys are much more interested in looting and taking everything out of Nigeria. But you see, this dollar strength of remittances that go back, that pays for so many of the things that our families, members, organizations, and the rest of them have to pay for, still save Nigeria. So yeah, you are saying something about the diaspora and the remittances.
We are the ones
to phone in a direct call. Make your call the WhatsApp call, okay? If you are calling directly,
this is your new line. It's clear.
I know they are just calling directly. I mean, go on anyway. You're fine.
Okay. See, just like Putin said, he said African leaders Africa is just a burial ground for their leaders. So what they do is that they come there, they loot everything they can, throw all the money back to Europe and America, buy houses and stuff like that. They don't love Africa at all.
No, they don't.
I mean, if you love Africa, man, come on, you will not do. It's just like what they call copycatism. You know, there's this book. You know, I did my master's in public health. There's this book this is a political book that I read. You know, they say African leaders are copying what European leaders did, or during the time of slavery. So what they did was they came to Africa, take everything, build railroads and all that, steal all our coal, our rubbers, our cocoa, cotton, everything back to Europe. So African leaders now are copycatting what the European leaders were doing, forgetting that they're Africans. It's a big shame. It's us that are living in diaspora that already know what is going on. To them, Africa is just a place they will come back home to get buried.
Yes.
Their children don't go to school in Africa.
No.
They don't live in Africa.
No.
They like, where's Buhari today? He's in London.
He's in London.
Enjoying 24 power
Aisha
supply.
has joined him ahead. But before then, Aisha has been living in Dubai, UAE, for over 3 years now.
Atiku was living in Dubai before he came back. Yeah, that's all they do. It's a shame. And what the way you are highlighted about let me just say this, because Maiyegun, you're looking very good. I thank God for your health.
Thank you.
I thank God for your family. Better. And I really appreciate you.
Thanks.
And I just want you to know that the way you analyze things, you don't play side politics. You just make things the way it is.
As it should.
You're really cooking.
We can't
you put it
you know what I told people, right? A quick one, right? What I told people is that if you come onto MaiyegunsDiary Politico and you say Maiyegun is biased against those who are ruining Nigeria, you will be right. But what you shouldn't expect is to expect Maiyegun to spend his time telling you how good these criminals are when they actually pay billions, right, to people to lie to you. Do you not know that that's exactly what they do? They pay people, they appoint them to lie to people, tell them what they need to hear, right?
Propaganda.
So I'm not going to do that, and then you come on to Maiyegun and he's here telling you how Guinea and Tinubu they met. So from now on, Guinea is going to be the depot for the drug trafficking and all of that. And you say, oh, that's a good thing. It will create job for our people. Like, I won't do that. You get what I mean? So
no, Maiyegun, we need you at this time. You are like a prophet. We need people like you this time.
I know.
Okay, look at the Rwandan crisis. It happened with just a radio soundbite.
Tell me.
You understand? All the tall trees and all that. That was a radio soundbite, and it created genocide.
The fastest genocide of mankind ever recorded.
Yes, somebody like you we need that bring us together.
Thank you.
We don't need divisions no more.
No, not even when we are like, we know very much that every division is political. Now, people should actually understand that though. Like, if they are using religion division, it's political. If they are using a tribal division, it's political. If they are using economic division, it's political. Because if you take part of all of these things, wallahi, people don't get problem with one another. We don't get problem with ourselves.
No, they're just using it to divide us. So, I will end with that song again. Uprising Bob Marley. We don't know how we are them. I go walk this out. Maiyegun, take care. I love you.
How we and them go walk this out.
I walk this out.
Stand. I wish I had the Bob Marley sound. I'm trying to mix sound here. No, that one doesn't match. No, that's a mismatch. Ifeanyi, thank you very much, for stopping by. I'll take another one, here. Hello there.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are
Good
you?
afternoon. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, I've been your follower over 3 years.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, and this is the first time I'll be, fortunate to call you, to get you.
That's class.
Now, I just want to commend your efforts, everything you're doing. There is no day I don't watch you. As soon as I come back from work, I have to listen to Maiyegun before I sleep. I just want to commend your effort. And we need you. We need you to check all these, I don't want to call them stupid. Leaders, stupid leaders
You
in
can
Nigeria.
call them ruiners. I don't like calling them
Honestly.
leaders. I call them dealers because all they are doing is just dealing, and we are the one taking the wrong end of the stick. The people.
Honestly. So this is just to commend your effort.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Regards to the family.
And yours too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. When people stop by and say, I just want to say hi to you. You may not know what you're doing, but I quite appreciate what you do and the way you do it. Not everybody does. Because, those who don't like me, I said, number one, nobody owes me. None of you owes me any kind of like and all that. And that is why when I see people who genuinely love Maiyegun, supporting Maiyegun and all that, I don't take that for granted. Seriously. Because I was raised to believe that, okay, the world owes me nothing. And if I want to take anything from the world, I must also offer something. Do you get that? That's how I was raised. Like, nothing comes just like, Nama Abi, manna doesn't fall from heaven. That's how I was raised. If you want something from the world, you must offer something. And this is me offering my own little knowledge about a supposed complicated issue. It's not complicated. Now the lies, deceit, manipulation makes it look like politics is manipulated. I mean, it's a complicated. It's not. It's the people who are involved in this political chicanery that are complicated. And in the end, complicated and compromised all of us. So yeah, if I want something from the world, I must give something. And I'm glad I have something to offer the world. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello,
I'm very happy to reach you. I've been trying for the past 1 hour plus.
I'm glad you didn't give up. Good to hear you.
No, I didn't give up. No, I don't. If I meet you, I always connect. I know the way I do it. I won't tell the rest people the way I do it. There's a way I do it. I put my phone on a repeat.
It's your best kept secret, Abi. Others are
yes, it's just
they have theirs.
It's just for my best. Yes, everybody has his own. So the only thing I want to say, I'm fine. The only thing I want to say is that you know why I like this scenario that is happening in Nigeria.
Tell us.
So I love it. You know why? Because without this scenario, even we in the diaspora, everybody's complaining because even you sending money home now, it does not even get to anything in there. So I can understand the fact that if this is what will bring revolution, the revolution we are saying, that's what I was saying. I was telling a friend of mine that you Tinubu, because he's the Edo guys, so he's supporting Tinubu as in. I said, now you are supporting Tinubu. He said, let's give Tinubu time. It just entered. He just 1 month. I said, this man has no brain. Like, he has nothing to offer. He said, no, give him time. You guys, you will be people. This is how you always do your thing. You are okay, don't worry. And he's in Benin. He's not getting. Yes, and he's Benin. He told me that I bought fuel for 600 naira. My brother have first small thing for me. And I said, no, I don't get because I don't have to give now because Tinubu is your father. So it's affecting you.
Just give him time. Exactly. You will just be like, my brother, no time to complain for now. Give him time.
Give this man time. We always ask, I don't have 10,000 to give now because we are giving this man time. Because if I give you 10,000 tomorrow, you still ask me for 10,000. He said no, but even the boy is my friend, but I eventually send him more than that though. But reality speaking, I love what is happening because you know why? Without this thing that is happening, nothing will happen in Nigeria. Because if there is no force, there is no reaction. You have to force someone to
quickly. That part where they take me now, you know why I kind of agree with you is that if all of us are not going to deny, okay, the level of hardship, high-handedness, oppression of Buhari's government pushed people to demand answers. When they attack and kill them, it also pushed them further to start their political revolution called obedience.
Thank you.
So you mean the harder the hardship, the more people will actually be like,
the more.
even the northern that we are the northerners that we are saying, there's nothing that will happen. Even if we even talked about, because you know what will happen. For me, everybody has his own speculation.
No.
For
I mean,
me, I
we are all,
believe
see, nothing where we speculate in this case, right, is ever going to be out of place because we are picking from happenings now, okay? And that's how they call it projection, okay? You can say this, and that. Are they with you, Baba? Go on. You are talking about this north and all that.
For me, what I believe about this tribunal and this, forget I'm saying I support Obi. This Tinubu people, I don't know if the people in his cabinets do not have brain. They are making this thing look like nobody wants to from now this July. Before July ending, you will see before July ending, many of these people will start holding their phone and start insulting their Tinubu, because the hardship will be too much to the extent people can't take it again. You see, everybody will be mad. Even the tribunal will be forced to nullify this person without not even nullifying. There will be something we don't. I don't even know what will happen, but I know something is coming at this end. That it's not good, even for the ruling class now.
Because
even they know.
You just come in, you know the mood of the country, right? So there must have been some for the past 3 months, when people say them when they no swear amino, when they no swear amino. Waiting that they plan for the past 3 months.
Yes.
What's waiting be that thing that Tinubu people and Buhari people were exchanging about Nigeria? At least they were exchanging. They call it handover notes, Abi. Shouldn't that contain everything that is they are doing and what is happening in the country and what can we do quick to just help the situation so that
settle things.
They didn't have any plan, nothing.
Just to cool down things. Not as is it that the cabinet, everybody is just there, maybe money that they lose from the election, they just want to grab it fast because they don't even know what's going to happen. Everybody wants to eat, everybody just wants to. For me, that's what I believe, because if these people are really normal, if they are really thinking normal, sorry, I'll cut soon. If they are really thinking normal, I don't believe these people will be acting like this, because if as a normal person, which I am, even with my right thinking, if I have a country like that to rule and the tension that has been, I've seen, even for me, I even go to the Igbos. I will give them a part of what they want to cool my government first. I will give these people what the nature. Now, who is Asari Tokubo that will be talking? A tat that will be talking for Nigeria. See, I don't.
Inside government house.
What are these people thinking? Inside government, are they thinking
and
Nigeria?
Not just talking, it's not just talking.
He's
accusing the country's defense chiefs of corruption, of loot. I mean, of stealing crude oil.
They can't even do him anything.
Nobody.
I don't know. I don't know what is happening to the government. And like, if these people they just wake up one day, they just believe Nigeria is just Nigeria of 1960.
Yeah,
they just believe everybody. People don't. Yeah, like people before they say, I don't want that, Papa. People are ready to die now. They don't even know. People are frustrated. Do you know the higher you frustrate people, that's the way it's just like you frustrating your child, branding names on some kind of things. It gets back to you that Dad, I'm going out. Get out. Who are you? I'll make it without this. This is the frustration they are giving Nigeria, because I'm not in Nigeria now, but I can see see. There's no call you make from Nigeria that is not for money.
It's not for money anymore.
There's no call. There's nobody that call you now. There's nobody to pick calls on.
That's another kind of a problem. Battle. The majority of us who live outside Nigeria are battling. Frustrating enough for you to actually be those people in Nigeria.
You can't pick. You can't speak because you can't imagine yourself receiving 50,000 and you are using nothing less than 40,000 for transport, not even feed. How can you buy clothes?
People are now saying, people are adjusting. They are now saying, "Oh, I don't go out anymore."
Nobody goes out. Everybody says, even those who have cars, those who have cars, they will tell you that how will I be buying 15,000 per liter? They'll tell you it's not that time 15,000 to full my time. let me leave so that other person will come.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna make a quick switch myself on something. Okay. It's been a pleasure hearing from you. Okay. Let me take another call. Thank you. I have.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Give me 1 second, though. I'm trying to get
no problem. No problem.
Just a moment. How are you doing?
No problem. I'm there, my brother.
All right. I think you can speak on, please. Go on.
You know something, eh?
Tell me.
You see the caller that said nothing is going to happen, right? I totally disagree with him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Nigeria is on the right track. Nigeria is on the right track now to reset. Why I'm saying this is there is information everywhere now, except for those people that just want to be ignorant. First of all, it started with NSAS, right? Now suffer, now bring about NSAS. The same suffer again bring about obedient.
That's right.
So if that guy say nothing go happen, something go happen. And they tell you, if that judiciary, if they get 7 heads, may they not do the right thing. If they get 7 heads, may they not do the right thing for Nigeria. You go see, say, if judiciary not do them, it go be another 3rd event when don't happen for Nigeria. And all these events where you see, so it just like the way where you go, they count something. If they count, they come. Something is building up. Something is building up in Nigeria. Something is building up in the pipeline. As that thing continues to build up,
yes, sir.
Whatever pipeline, whatever channel that thing is going to explode. So something go happen for Nigeria. Now, wait till I just want to let that my brother know. Something go happen.
Yeah, people shouldn't say nothing go happen. That something is going to happen.
Something go happen, Maiyegun. Something go happen. Another thing what I want to talk about, Tinubu, if you listen to this program this night, anything when go make you let Nnamdi Kanu die for jail. For them say that Buhari left for hell, he go there ahead. The best thing for Tinubu to do is to release Nnamdi Kanu, and I believe that he has no plan of doing it. That's why he brought Asari Tokubo to say what Asari Tokubo said in that state house. So it's just like Asari Tokubo was a mouthpiece for him, giving indication that he's not going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu has done nothing.
Yes.
For Igbo leaders, it is now. This is the right time for them to put pressure on Tinubu to release Kanu. Free Kanu. The man has not done anything. He should free Kanu.
That the best for Tinubu is not to inherit Buhari's enemy, but time will tell.
It's not. It's not to inherit Buhari's enemy. But you know, Tinubu is more deadlier than Buhari. You are saying. Tinubu is more deadlier than Buhari. Is more deadlier than Buhari. You are saying. Buhari is a military man. Tinubu is a civilian. We civilians,
civilian
we know
civilian dictators are worse. I am about to witness.
It's worse. It's worse. Look at the event now. Look at the event. Even Buhari, as wicked as Buhari was so afraid to remove that fuel subsidy thing. As wicked as Buhari did not want to do it because Buhari knows the chaos that thing will bring to the country. Buhari knows the hardship, but Tinubu did it. He never cared.
With no plan, it shows that he didn't care. Time will tell, Baba.
He don't care.
Thank you so much.
My brother, you do well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take another one, So I have another caller on the line. I bet. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Prince JJ man. How are you?
Baba, this Prince. I'm fine, Baba. And you?
Well, I'm very well. Thanks for asking. So you are joining us on the new line tonight, which is great.
Yes, so the line is very clear. We love it. Yeah.
Really? I mean, I'm very far from the microphone, and I've not heard anybody say, Maiyegun increase the volume, Maiyegun turn it up, and all that. So it's quite clear, yeah?
So it's cool, very cool, very cool.
Beautiful. Now, Prince, you have the floor.
I don't know where to start, but I go start anyhow.
Start anyhow.
Because these days, if I see anything, anywhere when I pass and I see green, white, green, it be like I go begin to fight the person where we are the cloth. You know, that's Nigeria matter they be for me there. If I just see green, white, green anywhere, my belly go begin to turn me.
You.
You know.
So why?
Because you see, Maiyegun, I want to touch this thing. The governor of Sokoto, you heard his statement, what he said, that Sokoto is a Muslim state,
Islamic state, now.
That Islamic state, that anybody there it shouldn't. You should be careful the way you talk to Muhammad. Okay.
Be punished.
You
Anybody
see, Maiyegun,
to be punished. But he didn't say what kind of punishment. The last person they said insulted Muhammad got stoned to death and burnt. So I don't know what the governor means. He didn't say.
Maiyegun, see, we will tell ourselves the truth. You know, Nigeria keep on pretending. The problem with Nigerians is that pretending. We have been pretending for long. You know, trying to patch up this Nigeria, trying to make up this one Nigeria. And you see that everybody is frustrated of what is going on. We cannot continue in this terrorism and we think we can build any country out of Nigeria. It's not going to work. Automatically, the governor is the mouthpiece of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is the arm of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That's right.
So if the governor comes out to tell the world to make that kind of statement, automatically it's Nigerian that is making that statement. Okay? And what those people that killed the man did is an act of terrorism.
It is.
You know, so if anybody is deceiving him or herself, that Nigeria will continue this way, then business will be viable, you will go everywhere, travel everywhere, you'll be safe. You are deceiving yourself. We have said a time without number. Cotonou are there. Togo are there. All these people, they have their own demarcation of borders. You can't see, have you ever had anything like blasphemy there?
You know,
I want to tell the governor.
Man, me, I was like, if killing people is a punishment for blasphemy, what is the punishment for looting, raping children, kidnapping them, and all of that stuff? What's the punishment? I haven't heard back from them.
Is blasphemy together?
Sorry, Prince. Sorry.
Maiyegun, can I answer?
In the US. Sorry, Prince. 1 second. My friends in the US, please stop calling the direct number. When you do, you're going to be interrupting the WhatsApp call. Right? So please, it's WhatsApp call only. Okay, just WhatsApp call only. Don't call direct number. I'm going to try and work and then disable that. They will not let us have it. Prince Judgeman, please. I'll keep stopping them.
So Maiyegun, I want to answer that question.
Stop calling directly, please. Yeah, Prince, continue.
You see, when you talk about looting is blasphemy and abomination put together. All right? That's how the way to put it, to make them understand. I want to tell that governor that their terrorist men in our forest is a blasphemy. It's against the religion, our own religion. If they don't know that, let them know it. Okay? For them to go in our forest and live. No human being is animal. The forests are made for animals, not human beings to live in. For them to live in our forest and come out from our forest to kidnap us is a blasphemy. You understand? It's blasphemy against us. So that is the reason why Nigeria cannot be one. This one unity beggars will never work. That is one. I want that governor to hear it. Then secondly, Maiyegun General.
Oh, I think I just
Do you know the reason why I'm telling?
Okay, Prince, you are there. Thank you. I thought I lost you.
No, I'm there. Maiyegun, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is one of the most deadliest politicians in Nigeria. But we are not looking at his face to actualize Biafra that we want to actualize. Okay? Do you know that what they are doing is this? You see this attack on the Igbo trader in Lagos, and Asare Dokubo going to commit abomination by using the coat of arms of Nigeria, you know, to blasphemy against the Nigerian army, okay, and at the same time blasphemy against Biafran people. Maiyegun, what their aim is to make sure that what is his name? Adokubo is busy distracting the Biafrans, causing commotion in the east. Then why Sanwo-Olu are keeping the tension in Lagos, you know, making sure that everybody lose focus and every day talking about their destruction in Lagos. Then people in the east will be fighting. Then they will have easy access to the treasury of Nigeria to be looting, so that nobody will concentrate on what they are doing. You know, they have increased their salary to 114%.
Yes.
Okay. So they don't care about the masses. They know that subsidy is a ghost money. Subsidy, there's nothing like subsidy. That money is the money they've been sharing. Tinubu is sharing out of that money because it's them that are allocating them cabals. They allocate that money is like a national cake, a money they reserve for themselves. Okay, because can they bring out people that they are giving the money or subsidy to?
No, they
have never brought anybody
out. They won't even mention the companies.
Thank you. And Tinubu now is telling us removing subsidy. Thank you.
In 8 years.
So Tinubu is removing subsidy. Have he told us the people they are paying this money to that is removing? That money is a ghost money, Nigerian taxpayers' money. That him, Tinubu, is taking share of it, chunk of it, all right? So this money, and them, they are telling us they are removing it. They are not removing anything. At the same time, they increase the fuel that petroleum that is our own national resources that we are not supposed to suffer for, even though they are stealing it from the Biafran. We are not supposed, as a nation, not supposed to suffer when we have crude oil. All the countries that have crude oil in the world, no one is suffering. It's only Nigeria. Maiyegun General, divide Nigeria and let everybody have their own security and deal with their thieves in their own region. Let them free Nnamdi Kanu, because Maiyegun, Tinubu want to kill Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know how he wanted to kill him? He went to visit him. After visiting him, no, I would just want him to know, so that we know that we are holding him responsible directly. You know, after going to visit him, immediately he left. They organized a secret doctor, which IPOB leadership, DOS, is not aware. They organized a secret doctor so to go and inject him and kill him. If that Nnamdi Kanu is not, God is not with him, he did not sign that the document they gave to him to inject him. That is how we get to know. And the lawyer,
his doctors getting him checked and all that. It's so sad. Like this guy.
They didn't allow his own personal doctor to come. They want to use DSS secret doctor to inject him.
What is wrong in having his doctor to check him? But
that was after Jagaban visited him. So let him. We are watching him. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, if anything, that is Pampas will burst first before Nigeria will start to burst.
They will not succeed.
Thank you very much.
Nothing will happen to Mazi, and we hope that
he will not succeed, though.
It will be smart.
But we are telling him so that he knows in advance that we know what he's planning. Nnamdi Kanu life is in the hand of God. Nothing will happen to him. But if let him not try any nonsense within Nnamdi Kanu.
Because of our time as well. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
The one name,
one name, Osita. You veterans are you're having real contenders now. You're having real competitors on this thing, this new line. A lot of people are decoding other ways of getting in too. How you doing?
No, but the old timers are always old timers.
You always have the old trick.
Okay. You will not compare Osimhen to Rashidi Yekini.
Well, I mean, you should just know that if I tell you that there are those who want to give you a run for your money in this, in this space, you should believe me, Osita. But if you say
I am born for such a time as this. I am born for this particular struggle.
I always find you here. Great. How you doing, Baba? It's been a while.
My brother, I'm good, Jerry. And how you doing?
Well, I've always been here, recovering.
Yeah. You know, there's this, I'm not against, there's this, my brother that normally comes here and say, we will not do anything. But when you look at it and you say we will not do anything, that means he himself is not going to do nothing. This journey that we've embarked is not an individual journey. Everybody has to play their role. We can only open people's eyes. We can only sensitize people. That is what we can do. We can only encourage one another. But sometimes coming up here to tell people that we will not do anything. Think about it. The people who has lost hope or who are not interested, when they find out that somebody like you, that thinks that, that I am interested in what is happening, and you talk like this, what will happen to those people?
I mean,
we have to be very careful in what we say here. We have to be very careful.
We may not be many tonight. There is always a lot of people here. And, just because we said people could say their mind and all that, it is ideal to say, well, remember, it's like you facing about 10,000 people, right? There will always be people that your word are going to touch, either to motivate them or discourage them or anger them.
We are here. We are here. What is the positivity of this program? The positivity of this program is that so that we all can align on achieving the same result.
That's right.
The more we continue to talk about all these people, believe me, these people are not as strong as we think they are. It is just because we've not been able to activate that power that the people has. If we decide to activate it, you will find out that they don't have no power. It is just because of they are in a world of organized crime, 419. That is what it is. So when they organize themselves like that, and the common man, because of they have stolen your brain, they have cheated you out of your intellectual capacity. They have touched your thinking faculty. That is the reason you now think these people are so strong. When you meet them one-on-one, I knew when I met I knew when I met Aregbesola one-on-one the first time. I knew when I met him the second time during one of his daughter's birthday, whatever. I knew not just him, but I knew I saw all of them. Even with their DSS, everything, they were there. I did what I did because my church was in the same, the hall that we used for the church as at that time was the hall they were going to use for that party.
That program.
So I knew that program. I knew what I did there. Even everybody was confused. So what I'm trying to say is that let us not come here and talk down and look down on people. Let us carry ourselves. Let us bear ourselves. Let us be the shoulders of each other so that we can get to the desired destination. It is not coming here to tell us that,
yes, everybody knows that a lot of people are still sleeping. But what we are saying here is that we want to carry people along with the message that we are actually projecting here, so that we can get to the promised land.
That's so true. The purpose is for everybody to know that even if you are presenting yourselves as I'm from this camp, I'm from that side, I'm from this side today, as divided as we all are, if all of us can reason together that we are victims, okay, of these rogues, and it doesn't matter where you belong to. So if everybody now find a way to say we have one thing in common. We have one oppressors who does the same thing to all of us. So if all of us have a kind of, understanding and stop being apart, that is power. And that is the purpose of this platform.
Exactly. It's just like the broomstick. I mean, the broom. When you gather the broom and you want to break it, you can't break it you can't break it. So that is, if people don't understand the reason they use that broom as their APC, people don't understand. That is the reason. It's not because of the sweeping. It is because of they have organized themselves as criminals so that you cannot break them. But the truth to be told, anybody who thinks that we are not doing enough, let them look at the movement. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that they have been shaken to their marrow.
No doubt.
There is no peace in their camp. When they come to the TV, they are laughing. Look at it. It is a doctored laugh. They are not laughing. They are looking left and right. If they know that they are so strong, why are they having soldiers, police, military to guard them when they are going away
from?
Who are they running away
from? Same people that gave them power? That doesn't make sense.
It's a gradual process, and we have gotten to the boiling point. And after the boiling point, what will happen?
Explosion.
The next thing is going to happen. Nigeria will explode. Thank you very much, my
brother. Thank you too, right? I'll take this one. I have a caller here. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Maiyegun.
Oh, good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm very fine. Longest time. This is Dongada on the line.
Hey, Dongada, Papa. Well, it's not that long. I think I heard from you last month, but yeah, it's good to hear from you again, sir. How are you?
Yeah, very good. I'm very fine.
Beautiful, sir.
I've been away for some time, but I have to come back always to watch your program, but not having the chance to contribute. You understand? So, I want to pick on the issue of Asari Dokobo. When there is a saying in my language that says that when a thief sends his son to go and steal, he goes with pride, but to break into the door because he knows that the father's wing is protecting him. You understand? And they says that there is another saying that says that when the greed are on top of the throne, the people suffers it. Just like Osita said, Osita, my brother that just finished talking, we are all here to agree and disagree.
That's right.
You understand? And that in that disagreeing and agreeing, we have to learn. You understand? That guy that he was referring to. Yes, exactly. That guy that he was referring to. The truth is that guy it's just like he has studied Nigerians. He knows how to provoke them. He knows how to get them into action. Nigerians are not people that you are going to pet. They are going to ask them, hey, you have to do this thing, or if you don't do this thing, it won't be well for you. They will say, it will favor me and my family in Jesus' name. Just like they are saying online. But that guy is actually doing that just to provoke them. Not that he's out of line. He's in the system. He knows what is going on. He knows exactly what he's saying.
That's another angle. I was going to think
you
that.
Understand?
See, I was going to say that too, that what if it's a way to provoke them to say, oh yeah, you are doing something. You are not doing anything because you're not doing enough. It's actually not to say you are you are useless. I get that. Continue. Don't get that.
Exactly. He even mentioned it at the last before he cut off his call. You understand? He said, this is the way I want to provoke them. Not that I'm not being affected, or not that I'm not standing with not that I'm not standing with them. We have different ways of expressing ourselves. Some do it politely, some do it angrily. You understand? Right. So in the main topic, I saw the video of the killer from Imo State visiting the governor, hopeless, those are them visiting the Lagos State governor after the one from Abia State visited. You know, I want to say something. Maiyegun, do you know that what is happening in our states is more? Our governors, our leaders in the states are killing us more than the federal government.
I agree with
you.
But
we all channel our focus in the federal government because we hate the person that is there. And they know they are taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people that die in Imo State every day? Do you know that you cannot say Ozodem Mabado, just Ozodem Mabado and post it on social media? The DSS will pick you immediately. How many people? That man has killed thousands of people in less than 3 years. He's in throne.
I can
just
confirm
like
that, Don Gada. I have done so many series on Hopeless Odijo. On this,
you
program,
understand?
I said Hopeless Odijo is the gateway that opened the. I mean, it's like it happened to be the gateway of terrorism into Igbo land. The moment Hopeless Odijo became governor of Imo State, Eastern Nigeria has been witnessing different kind of terrorism. That's, in fact,
he colluded with the one from Ebonyi State. That Omahi, that ugly monkey Omahi.
And their collaboration with the military as well. They have these two governors, the way they command the Nigerian military to come and kill their people in Imo and
Thank you.
You will think they are the commander-in-chief of the federal of the armed forces of Nigeria under Buhari.
Thank you.
It's a phone call away.
You won't see any of this. You won't see any of this in social media. This Ebubago, they gave them license to operate. Have you ever read in social media where they arrested or prosecute any Fulani that they were employed for? These people killed, including my friend's elder brother, who was a medical doctor in Ebonyi State. He was heading teaching hospital, Ebonyi State. They butchered him they used axe and a knife to pieces him. They cornered him when he was going back to the work just because they promoted him in that office. They killed him. Ebubago precisely, not. We saw everything, the video,
and then
everything.
Their news media will quickly say IPOB. It was so messed up that, people almost call me Igbo on this platform.
Thank you. You understand?
Was ordering helicopter they are ordering helicopters to come and bomb civilians, where old people, aged people in their village, in their communities, they are bombing them, killing them, and covering it up with the use of. We bombarded IPOB camp yesterday. I'm aware of this. It's unfortunate.
Thank you very much.
Talking about it too, please.
You know. There is something that happened recently after this bloated pig, Asari Dokoba, went to Asorok to pour his gibberish. There was a gun exchange between his men and ESN in Imo State. The video was live. ESN was the one that recorded it. I felt like you used to get so many information that you would have gotten it. I don't have time recording.
Why I don't don't use some of this raw material, raw information anymore, right? It got to a stage whereby they focused on me, especially my YouTube. Okay, so if you just, even if I don't show video right now, if I just make a sound and say pa 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 right now, they will sanction this video. They want me to delete the video, re-upload it, and cut that part out for violence sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of that, I just avoided some of these raw clips I used to share back then. I just avoided them and just go straight and tell the story. But yeah, I must have seen it too.
So why I pointed at that is that these people, they were in the bush in Imo State. They gathered in the bush. They were having meetings, shouting "Asawana, Asawana, Asawana, Asawana" before they were encountered by ESN and they shot at them. Why I pointed at this is our Nigerian military trying to tell me that they could not find Asari Dokoba up till now. They said they are looking for Asari Dokoba. They want to get him arrested. He insulted them. Blah 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 blah. Maiyegun, Nigeria, issue of Nigeria is just that we will be making a contribution every day. But I will say that Nigeria is the picture of cowardice. When you talk about Nigeria being a coward, it is the picture of cowardice. There is no country on this earth that what is happening in Nigeria, petrol going from 75, 85 in the less than 8 years and a half to 600-700, that will stand it, that you won't see protest, that you won't see anger, that you won't see grievances from the people. You understand me? So when the people affected, you know, those people who come to social media to cry, Baba, we voted you, Baba Tinubu, we are hungry, we are drinking Gary. But Maiyegun, stop looking after, stop posting those videos, because what they are trying to do is to blackmail. That thing is a way of blackmailing. Let me tell you what will happen recently.
Tell us.
If it is actually that protest is going to happen in Nigeria, it is going to happen. It will definitely happen. Yes. But those guys who made those videos crying are the one who will be contracted when the protest started to hijack the protest again.
100%.
Those are what they are looking for. They are not doing it because they are fed up of supporting Tinubu. They are not doing it because they are tired of the bad governance. They are crying because they want to get the attention of those who they fought for, so that those people will give them contract, even though it is to be collecting 20 naira from Keke people every day, just for them to be able to benefit. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm with you.
So those videos are just for blackmailing. We should stop. I think you and I should learn Nigeria.
I'm with you.
Sure. I think you and I should have learned Nigeria by now. If actually those people felt the impact of the last APC administration, they wouldn't have, no matter under what circumstances, support anybody coming from APC. Talk less of the one with a drug record, the one that has no.
Well.
You understand me? The one that doesn't even know where he comes from, that cannot give accurate of his education background or his wealth, how he acquired his wealth. Everything about him is fake, and these same people supported him. And you think when they come to social media to cry, they are doing it because they are regretting it?
It's actually hypocrisy, pretense to get attention from their people.
Do you get my point?
That makes
so
sense.
They are not doing it for any purpose. They are just doing it to blackmail people.
Thank you so much, for sharing that with us. All right. Yeah, I believe if protest or whatever is going to happen in Nigeria, it's going to happen on its own, and we're going to witness it. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Sir, how are you, sir?
You, I'm fine. Family and call.
Thank God. All everybody.
And class. Well, we give God glory.
So
yeah, my greetings go to Princess.
Is she around? I haven't seen her in the comments so far. Well, maybe I've missed her in there, right? But she's probably good.
Yeah. Maiyegun, I just want to make sure I'm connected with this new number.
Yes, so you are testing it out. Is it working?
Yes, it is. Yes.
That's going to be our number now for a very, very long time, hopefully. That we never lose it. So
yeah, it's working. It's working fine, and everything is looking. It's just like I should pick you from the GP. I should just
like you should just grab me from the screen and say, "Maiyegun, let me," That's the work of it. But see, we can't spend over £3,000 in today's Nigeria. That's over 3 million naira on a camera, and we shouldn't see the quality. We should see it. If we, as they say in Yoruba. When we use one about so we have used our money to buy this Oji. So we can enjoy it. How are you, sir?
We enjoy. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Maiyegun, well, this is a miracle of a thing that people are clapping, shouting, saying, "Oh, he's doing great, he's doing it." My question is, which party does he come out from? Is it not the same APC? What is he coming to do differently from what they have been doing for 8 years?
I'm still waiting, sir.
Now Buhari traveled out of whatever Niger or Daura and went to
He's
UK.
relocated to London, no. If I go London anytime, if he's still in London, right? I'm planning. I don't have any plan of going to London, but I mean, if I have a chance of being in London anytime that he's still there, I would actually love to go and see the place. record the video and say, Buhari come out again, like I did
come out
2 years or 3 years ago. Remember, I was in London, I was shouting. I said, Buhari, I know you are inside. Come out, madman. That video is still there. And then I know, say, if I enter Niger, now DSS dungeon streets. No negotiation.
Some of us will not go to Nigeria. We'll go to Republic of Benin. We'll go Benin to invite our family.
Now, from that, see, whenever I watch that video, I said a lot. You know me now. Me had to talk all the time. I was just talking and shouting. Neighbors came out to President of Nigeria. Was inside. Somebody opened the curtain. I was like that. I was like, I know you can see us, right? Tell Buhari to come outside here or go back to Nigeria. I said, if I do mistake, buy tickets. Now, could J prison they go? So I don't get time for that yet. It must stay here, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it's in London, sir. It's relocated here.
Yeah, I know. Kalu now went to France, despite the fact that he didn't contributed anything in the talks and everything. He now said he's going to London for personal something. He went and visited Buhari to see him. And now they are telling us that Kalu is coming to do things differently. Do you know that even was it yesterday or some days ago that the Northerners, some Northern group was saying, if Kalu should try any nonsense by talking about restructuring or whatever, that they are going to deal with him.
I heard that.
What is that telling us? I keep saying it, Maiyegun. Nigeria is not one. We are not one, and we can never be one.
A lot of people are no longer arguing that Nigeria is not one. They are now begging us that we should try and be one. We call them unity beggars. Anybody that tells you that Nigeria is one is a deceiver, okay? A lot of people don't argue now. They don't argue anymore. They say, man, this country, we are not one. No. This country, we are not one. No. But we should come together. We should unite to say, Talele Imbawi, Iwa Atitani, unity beggar.
I mean, for what? It's very bad. Because I don't know, in a country where a governor from a state in Nigeria will come out and say, "Oh, they should know how to talk to their prophet." It's a Muslim state. I mean, for how long? So it's high time.
We are in 2023. Let me show you something, sir. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
The other day I was talking about. We were talking about lynching of a butcher in Sokoto because he insulted or he said something about the prophets, right? Then 2 days after that, I reported a woman that got killed in Cross River because they accused her of being responsible for all the road death in that state because she's a witch, right? Now they've released this issue of jungle justice, right? They released this information yesterday, and it was about the jungle justice in Nigeria by region. When this report came out, Baba, shock, catch me. Do you know where people have been killed needlessly because of one accusation or another? Most, where they didn't use any justice. Southwest Nigeria.
Southwest
if you
Nigeria.
check this map, there are people get lynched. Just that they don't report all of them like we do. We should know, okay? And this is. When I did this program yesterday, I said something about weaponizing poverty, and they're making people, turning people into walking bombs. All they need is just something, an excuse, okay, to go to unleash this kind of violence on themselves. Jungle, they can use religion. They can say, "Oh, why are you killing that person? Why are they burning that person? Oh, he stole Gary." That's why they burnt him, okay? Oh, why are you beating that woman? Why did they kill that woman? She's a witch. She's the reason why all the young people in this village don't have job. Now, all this kind of thing, if you look at it, if you will reverse it a bit, we'll see that poverty is the genesis of it. So these criminal politicians, pastors, and every one of them, and everybody wants to use everybody. All they need is just to give an excuse to these people to commit homicide like that. Okay, but if we have a situation in 2023 that people still get burnt because of their religion, because of their tribe, because of the accusation of witchcraft and other things, then if anybody says Nigeria is actually in 21st century, probably we have been lying to ourselves.
We have been.
391 people burnt to death in the last 1 year alone in Nigeria. 100 of those deaths from Yoruba land, a supposed educated region in Nigeria. So do you see what poverty can do now, sir? It just needs to be, because people have been turned to walking bombs. Okay.
Walking bombs.
I mean,
it is terrible, Maiyegun. I think it's high time the so-called leaders from Yoruba nation should now probably come together and call Rori. Because Yoruba Rori, you know, because one Rori like Rori knew, my brother.
This xenophobic APC, Egbekegbe APC Yoruba, they have decided to stain and then blemish that Yoruba Ronu. Usually when they say Yoruba Ronu, we are saying Yorubas should think about Yorubas and think about who we are, and then come together and work together for the progress of Yoruba, defend Yoruba land. Okay, but we have criminals who have looted Yoruba land for 24 years.
A whole lot of them.
They lost the election in Lagos, and suddenly Yoruba Shuronu, and they became violent about it. I mean, don't let us all mix this up, sir. I keep telling people, I said, Yoruba Ronu is our thing. They are not the first person to say it. Or when you now turn Yoruba Ronu to violent, hateful politics, divisive one, right? Yeah. That is not Yoruba, okay?
That is not who we are. It's not who we are.
It's not who we are. We will never hate other people because of a politician. Never. It's not worth it. Yoruba people will never go to war with anybody because of a politician. In Nigeria, they jailed the most important Yoruba man, Awolowo. Yoruba didn't go to war.
No, not at all.
So why would we hate people and fight people or kill people because of Tifnumbu? I mean, sir.
It's terrible. Yeah. Maiyegun, well, now you know at Ijebu, you know what he told Gbenga Daniel? Did you hear that? He said, Gbenga Daniel, we are expecting you in Abuja. Come and work with us. So Gbenga Daniel is going to be minister someday.
Gbenga is a senator. You don't know Nisa.
I mean, I was like,
they shared your thing this past election, okay? So they gave Gbenga is now senator representing Ijebu, Ogun East Senatorial District. Right? See,
the old serious drama. Serious drama. We are waiting. We are waiting. We will see. My regards to the family. My regards to the family.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
I kind of hope those my callers, especially those of you who are calling from the US, calling directly. If you call directly, you are calling a mobile. That's not cost you a lot of money. Call the WhatsApp call, okay? It's easier. Hello there.
Hello, my doctor.
Oh,
the Maiyegun General.
How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm good, brother. This is the African Wahala.
There you go, the Prince. African Wahala.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm good, man. I'm always happy
inviting you to the Yoruba Union Leadership meeting tomorrow. You've not even read them. Talk less of responding.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I understand.
I'm going to check it out. I have a very bad behavior with the Telegram app. That's why.
I mean, I think a lot of us has that same problem, right? But somehow,
yeah,
it's always good that for a good reason. Okay, please check. It's tomorrow.
Okay, I will. Okay, thank you so much once again.
Please.
Yes, thank you. I had to contribute to speak up about this jungle justice situation that we find ourselves in.
It's actually endemic.
I mean,
it's like a pandemic right now. A lot of us are not probably even paying attention. About 391 people. Extra.
I'm so happy that visual you showed. I am very happy someone could even think of putting it together and showing the entire country just how barbaric, just how uncivilized and barbaric poverty has turned us into. I mean, for all of us that grew up in Nigeria, you're driving from Ibadan to Abeokuta, You can see a dead body on the side of the road that has swollen up. It has been there for like 4 days. It's about to explode. Sometimes you're living in your community somewhere in Ijebu-Ode, and we can perceive the smell. We've been perceiving that smell for like 5 days. And then people just say, and it's just normal. You know, that's the kind of country that we found ourselves in. And it's unfortunate, but this is my opportunity to speak to those of us, anybody that comes across this video that still has some remnants of being extremely religious, of not having an open mind, of just holding on to something that you were given because you were born into a family that practices certain things. Listen, you need to start opening your minds. You need to actually go do some research, go find out history of how the Bible was created, how it was given to you, find out how the Quran, the information that you have in the Quran and the Bible, and what you have access to, the original versions of those books, and what we have access to in today's world. It has been diluted. It's been diluted. So if you think blasphemy requires people to be stoned to death, and I'm not saying anybody in the Temple of Truth has that mindset, but I believe there are people amongst us that still have some remnants of that mindset.
Kind of justifies them. You know, people will say, hey, but you two don't do anything that, you know, you two should know that is in northern Nigeria, you cannot do it. Those are people who are kind of justifies them. They will tell you, no, I can't do that, so I can't stone somebody. But at least I understand why they stone people. People should be watching what they say,
exactly.
Justifying that homicide. We have them here too.
It's insane. You should never, whenever you see that kind of thing, don't give it any light. Don't give it any energy. Because you are,
or keep quiet with
condemn it 100%. Or just keep quiet. Mm-hmm. Because Usman Buddha, that man that was killed in Sokoto, stoned to death, just like Deborah, just like Madam Itagbo, Madam Martina Itagbo from Cross River, that was stoned to death as a result of some criminals. Some criminals, they accused her of killing accident victims. But let's make this make sense. If you've lived in a decent country, you know that if your roads are good, you have limited potholes, if there are signs on the roads that implement road safety, and you follow the traffic rules, and the law enforcement agencies are doing the right thing. They are sending you tickets whenever you drive too fast. They pull you over, they give you tickets, they give you demerits. It would naturally reduce the amount of accidents in a society.
Just like that.
But unfortunately,
witchcraft can cause any accident anywhere.
Nothing. It has nothing to do with witchcraft.
If you go, if you go to where they are shouting fire, 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 dead, die, 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 everything die, die. If you go there and you say, hey, there is no devil, no Satan, no evil spirit or whatever other nonsense spirit they tell you that can cause accidents anywhere, Baba, they face stone you to death because now blasphemy. What do you mean? Do you know all the evil spirits where they say that now blood that they drink? Some na male blood, some na female blood, some na pregnant blood. That's how messed up they've messed our people up, unfortunately.
And you know how they picked into us, because we've been exposed to nothing but poverty and lack throughout our entire existence. So people that have absolutely nothing, the only thing they have to hold on to is hope. And that's where religion comes in. Yes. The fake pastors and the fake imams are selling hope to these people and telling them, how would you tell me, if you need a job, come out, let me pray for you. And you see 60 people come out. Of course, 60 people are going to come out in a country where there are no jobs.
Sure you get.
But it's just unfortunate that we've been brainwashed so bad that it has now become like we have a self-debilitating disease.
It's now self-endangering now.
Yeah, it's now a self-debilitating disease.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to end up killing ourselves. The poor people are going to end up killing the poor people as a result of the collaboration between the political criminal class and the religious criminal class. plus the traditional criminal class. All three of them, political, religious, and traditional, they've done a great job at destroying us. Yes, they've destroyed us. So please, if you find yourself on the temple of truth and you are giving any form of light or energy to Madam Itagbo's death in Cross River, because even though you might be living abroad for the last 20 years, you still somehow believe that witches and wizards are responsible for those accidents happening, you are lying and you're deceiving people. And the same way, if you're a low-key terrorist deep within yourself, and you feel like, man, nobody should be committing blasphemy in the North. How about I ask you this question that Maiyegun has been asking all of us? What is the punishment for looters?
Yes.
What is the punishment for looters? Thank you so much, my brother.
If blasphemy is stoning to death or burning them, I am so curious what the punishment is for looters. Because looters loot everything that could make life meaningful for everyone. So what would be their punishment? Again, African Wahala.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Baba. Ma, take another one. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Babo. How are you?
Hello, Jonathan. Nick can contribute to Alain. And not only that, I had to update my contact, because your number has changed.
The number has changed.
I was fortunate.
To all of you to go and delete the old one. Because
I updated mine tonight.
Yes. Baba?
Yes. How are you, Maiyegun?
I mean,
it's nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. And it's a joy. I can see the joy in you that you've finally resolved this your connection with your camera and everything.
I mean, you could see all my frustrations those days, right?
I've heard for you.
I've felt for you. Oh my God.
I've heard for you, Baba.
Right? Disruption and all
I've heard for you, Baba.
I'm happy.
I've heard for you.
I am happy.
How is Enrique and the kids? How is everyone?
Baba, they are here. I mean,
but me, I want to come and commend you tonight. Do you understand? As usual, I want to commend you. I want to say thank you and thank you and thank you for opening our eyes, doing everything you do, going through everything you have to go through, because a lot of people does not know what you are doing for us, because I think it was around this guy, the people don't know what you go through, because I live in Britain and I know what it takes to have a big family and to be able to come here every night. Do you understand? Come here every night and tell us what you tell us, and not even a single call from the family to say, Daddy, Mommy, come here, this is happening, because it's not easy. But it's not easy.
I know.
Honestly speaking to you, it's not. That's why I have to commend you. I have to thank you so much for everything you're doing. Shewari, Nigeria, devalues. People like Asari Dokubo, I'm going to mention of him.
Right.
Because people need to pay attention to that guy properly. Because people like you have said to us, and from all the theories and everything we have seen, we've heard so far, that guy has been used for a lot of dirty jobs. A lot of it. And people like you do not want to know how much they have in their capacity in regards to resources and people. Because the poverty in the land gives them the opportunity to be able to recruit as many people as possible.
So right,
Kotole wonu asorok law. Don't funny audience don't funny. Don't be microphone to best need so jatty because me I think he's saying jatty. If you can go to the state house and rubbish the country's generals as and walk out without anybody saying anything, then you guys are in Nigeria is in deep shit. Yeah, it's in deep shit because there's no more cutting it anymore. But after this Charade,
he said it inside the Aso Rock. He said that do you think it was Nigeria military that cleared all the terrorists on the Kaduna-Abuja expressway? He said
no
that,
more
I did it with my boys, not the Nigerian military. That President Tinubu has promised to work with them, and he's going to retire and sack some of these military guys. He was saying all of that. National security.
National militant. Like Sherlock, like Shanti, to swear allegiance to the country or anything like that. And as for that guy, I think that like what a caller said with regards to the guy that was crying about the petrol price. I think that guy did made a very, very good point, because these people, if we go showing attention seeking. How much we come from 100,000 naira, 100,000. Coca-Cola Ben son no, to Kudan, give it to Padan. I saw all about what is my about 50 naira. The one want to on struggle to struggle at it Tajan. And when they learn, want to love you, want to impose in one lorry, time I look long to my tobacco between journeys and guru. Government is working in here. See to come Obama take 1,000 naira. I'm only my father 4 years that my best in the Pariwo renewed hope our the profound hope. We need to add the profound hope. We'll continue with that. Continue, Baba. This mic is really nice. When you're saying so, it's like you are next to me. Do you understand?
It's like so
honestly, it is like, really, really.
I don't even have to scream. I don't even have to shout. Okay.
I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. But I just really
right?
Yes. God bless you, God bless you, Baba. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to be rounding up soon, by the way. We've done our almost 3 hours. We've done 156 minutes. So we still have about 24 minutes.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun, Baba.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Omoluabi.
Kábíyèsí o.
Omoluabi.
Kábíyèsí o.
I'm getting through for the first time, Maiyegun.
And you sound so sharp. You know, let us they will say, oh, sharp, pra. You are like coming blazing, like somebody who is.
Maiyegun, Baba, you are doing a yeoman job.
Tell me about it, sir. Thank you.
You are doing what Napoleon cannot do.
Wow, that's massive.
You are telling the rest of us in overseas the way it is and what we should do. You are consistent and deliberate and intentional.
Thank you, sir.
You are a true Nigerian. You are a true Nigerian.
Well, thank you, sir.
And God will continue to bless you.
Amen.
Yesterday, I forwarded a message to somebody in Nigeria. I said, what about giving the low-income people some increase, at least 40,000? He said, oh, you guys are this and that. Give him a chance. I said, we have given them too many chances.
Many times.
Then I said, what are you hoping from a government that is just about a month old and they want to give them, say, 114% increase? While people cannot have enough money to go to work. So what do you think about that? I say, anyway, you are not informed. If you want to be informed, tune to Maiyegun. He said, no, Maiyegun is somebody who wants Nigeria to scatter. I said, no, you got it. I said, no, you got it wrong. You got it opposite, upside down. I said, when has a person who is criticizing his government to do something better, when has that person become patriotic? I think patriotism means when you see something wrong with your government, you criticize for them to do something good. That is patriotism. So
We were all over the whole. We were there for 1 hour. He texting me and texting him. I say, listen, if you want Nigeria to be better, and I hope you do, listen to Maiyegun 24/7. That is how to make Nigeria better.
God bless
He doesn't care whether you're Yoruba. He doesn't care whether you're. He doesn't care whether you're Igbo. He's speaking the truth to power. So I am saying to you every day, I'm praying for you. When you were ill, I say, yes. When you get ill, you get better, and you continue to. You'll be empowered. You'll be. Yeah, you'll be reinvigorated. You'll be renewed. Your spirit will go stronger and stronger because you are doing a wonderful job.
Amen, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, please. I just want to encourage.
Yes,
I just want to encourage you. Do not relent.
No.
Do not look back.
No.
What you are doing, you're going to see the blessing. Do not think human beings are going to appreciate you, or they're going to tell you thank you, or going to validate you. God will validate you.
I believe. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
God bless you.
You're
I
welcome.
like that. But for clarity, you should all know that you know what Maiyegun is saying, and everything Maiyegun says or shares, they are not new. Okay. In most cases, right? What we do on MaiyegunsDiary Politico is to react to the actions of those whose lives of millions of people, right, is kind of attached to. All right. I remember telling people that, you see, a lot of people don't. Give me a second, though. My caller, I have a caller, but I'm going to ask him to give me a sec. Give me a sec. I want to say something before I take that call. Okay. In my own world, I believe that, as I have done many times. Okay, I believe that if you are a victim of what Nigeria has become, and you want to be honest with yourself, okay, you realize that none of us, or should I say, no part of Nigeria, is not in any way marginalized. That's one. So everybody have a right to kind of be angry with the system entirely, okay? Then the number two is that for those of us who have identified the cause of this marginalization and the sustainability of it and the rest, okay, we kind of know that if you read the news about Nigeria and you read it and you just pass it on, okay, you are in that percentage of people who don't see the role of government as so crucial in your life. Like I did say, if government doesn't say you are born, you are not born. If government doesn't say you are dead, you are not dead. Okay? They have that so much power that the people that have such power of life and death to determine that, right? Not like kill you or not, okay? Like that. That's how powerful government is. So when you now, if you are not careful, the kind of people that goes into that positions, their decisions, okay, are not just limited to those they don't like. Even those that like them, that give them that power, their decisions can change, like they say, they can make or mar your life. So it is the political decisions of the past criminals, the present criminals, that brought Nigeria to this state. Whether you are going to be poor or you're going to be a better off, their policy will affect you, all of us. Now, for somebody like me, I want you to not just read the news, not just gists. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Nigerians are generally like people who can give up easily, okay? When you say something here, they just, oh, God will help us. Once Nigerian tells you God will do it or God will help us, it is their indirect way of saying, I don't know what to say again. I don't know what we should do again. I don't even know how we can resolve this. I don't even know how we can get out of this whole thing. So because I don't know, God will do it then. So the argument ends there. So what Maiyegun does is to bring life to those things happening. When they say power, there is no electricity. That is not new, okay? But how do you make no electricity more kind of meaningful to an average Nigerian and see how much that is actually affecting his life. Explain it. Put him in that picture. Then put those who are actually not even in Nigeria, put them in the picture as well. So when I get you to get connected to what is happening, and you begin to kind of think of, what if that was me? Omo, what if that was my own children? What happened if that was my village? What happened if that was my family? So that's what Maiyegun does. So then the story begins to have meaning to you. I've succeeded though. I have people who have actually glued to my conversation. They are connected to the story. Because from their connection, you expect their reaction. Now, if you see something that is not palatable, not good, you no longer just brush it aside and just say, well, I mean, that's their own problem, Jerry. So I do that. I get you connected to this. And in the process, I get a lot of people get to start thinking. Even when they are far away from Nigeria, they begin to see how close they are to the danger, even though they are far from it. Do you get that now? So that is what makes MaiyegunsDiary Politico different. You will love it if you like storytelling, gisting and all that. Bringing story, giving it its own life. And today when people call in on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, they speak passionately. They speak from the heart. Because somehow, 1, 2, 3, or 4 stories of all these things that are happening in Nigeria, they are living witnesses too, directly or indirectly. Are you still there, my caller? You are so patient. Yima, is that you?
I mean, Baba.
I swear, I thought I lost you. But I'm glad you didn't.
No. Nah, I must mark my register. I must mark my register. You know.
I know.
How you doing, Baba?
Good dude. That's my brother, my TV brother from Benue, by the way. Yima.
Well done, though. Msune. Are they good there for my language?
And that should be a response. What should be my response if you say that?
Sisu.
So you say it to me and I will respond.
Msune. You are supposed to say Sisu or Msu.
You say to me, Sisune, and I'll say Mso.
Oh, we need to work. No, Maiyegun. We need to work on our team. Don't worry, we'll work on our team.
I'm so sorry. I'm so shy when it comes to language, all right? But Baba, more fire. At least I don't waste too much of your time anymore.
Now, so Baba. Last, you don't cast. Everybody go chop
breakfast. Baba.
You don't cast. Last. Everybody go chop breakfast. Baba. Shebi we tell them say wahala day. Nobody agree here. They still decided to go do what they wanted to do.
They say and we now them now because we don't like them. That's why we talk say wahala they come. But it don't day here right now. July 1st.
Well, Maiyegun, if you don't mind, let me ask, how much is bag of tomato? Or basket of tomato?
I think it's basket now, and it is 60,000 naira. Between 50 and 60,000 naira is basket now, right now.
Okay. How about do you know rice?
Well, rice is currently hovering around 48,000 and 52,000 right now. A bag.
Okay. All right. Well, let me not bother you with the oil and salt and Maggi and all those other things.
Just multiply the price by 2. That's what people are dealing with right
now.
So,
Maiyegun, so how much is salary now?
Well, that depends. Okay, they haven't increased any salary anywhere. Okay, minimum wage is still 30,000 naira, and a professor is still being paid 400,000 naira in Nigeria. By the way, yeah, university professors.
All right, no problem. Shege has left the building, and Banza is dancing around Ayaso Rock.
They say Banza. They say Shege. Now Shege that they see right now, but Shege, the junior brother to Shege Banza. They say Shege Banza they take in on corona injection for now. It goes soon land.
Oh, don't worry. We in diaspora, we will suffer from it. You in Nigeria, you will suffer more. You will suffer more from it because you will be calling us, and we will be handicapped, and we will be the cycle will just keep going up on in circle.
Catch 22.
We are in deep trouble, and if we as a race, if we as human beings do not put this in check, Baba, it will swallow everybody. Whether you're in diaspora or whether you're at home, it will swallow you. Maiyegun, let me see. I've said my 2 piece. Good night, Baba.
Yima, God bless you, Baba. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a wonderful night, and everything seems to be fine and perfect. So far, so good. So I am going to call it a night, right? So now that we have sorted our new number, we've sorted our blinking screen and all that. So now we can say we are ready for business. And that's the business of telling the truth all the time. It doesn't matter who sucks is God, by the way. All right? You still have to hear it. Now, if they do better, listen to me. I have all of the evidence. And life, they say, is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. And if I am kind of, see, even if one is kind of dumb, 8 years, or I mean, if you are dumb about Nigeria politics and then the Nigeria ruiners, the Nigeria dealers that they call leaders, the Nigerian ruiners that they call rulers, right? If you are ignorant, if you are kind of, it's okay, you know, like ignorance of all of these things before now, last 8 years should be like somebody going to the university to study, how politicians, ruin a country. It's like go to the university and study how to destroy a country in 8 years and destroy our people too, divide them. Now, if you don't have any knowledge of how they do this before, the last 8 years is enough to teach you. I have lived long enough. Therefore, I have a lot of experience with these guys. So, if you are still banking on that euphoria, that fantasy of being patient, of course, it's your life. At the same time, you can take my own advice too, okay? Be prepared, because they won't tell you what is coming, okay? You will feel it, you will know it. But there's something very clear. As bad as they are, if I see anything good that I see is genuinely good, and it is meant for you, the real people, it's going to be impactful, genuinely. Maiyegun will tell you and then kind of sort of praise it. But since I have been following and documenting the activities of these criminals, even if they try to do anything good, na error, na mistake. If they try they will correct it before it becomes something that you get used to. That's how bad they are. Okay? And nothing happens by accident, by the way. Nothing happened by error or mistake. They are all planned and they give the desirable results. So if people are poor today, because people are poor today, it is expected to be so. They worked to make that happen. So the day you know that they are not who they say they are, you will never listen or believe in any of their nonsense about building expectation, patience, and the rest of that. 8 years, for goodness sake. I saw Buhari desecrated everything that we thought were meaningful about Nigeria. They destroyed everything. Institutions, the people, everything. So if I tell you something about Kolu, you better believe me before I use you as an example to other doubting Thomases as well. Okay? It is not me that wish you bad. These criminals don't wish you well. And it is not by what they say to you. It is by what they do. By all their actions, more of you are going to kind of be plunged into poverty. You're not going to come out of it. You're just going to learn how to live with your new reality. Like my other callers have said, your destiny is in your own hand. The only weapon you need is truth. Right information, not lies, you know. Feel good information and all that. I have done my own part. A lot of people have done theirs tonight. If you're all for it, join us some other time. So good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó dódòdó.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Maiyegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní